that they can put it together. Now we gotta put the Edomite one on. We is French. That people say shit don't go ahead.
We gotta show who the Amalekites are, and show that sect of white people ain't gonna make it. But any other sect of the white people, and we gotta show the tribes and how.
And well, got beef with the Lord forever. That's not what people say. People say they come hand in hand. They get it good here and they get it good there. They the favorite. Firstborn with the blessing. And they get it all. They got the head here and they equal to the neck with us. Now Roddy? That look like Roddy. Yeah, that's Roddy's little dirty bot. I'm gonna rebuke the shit out of him if he lies to me today.
I thought you had work. I thought you had work at the time. You got it right there. How about you? You had work today?
I did. But you still a foul.
Oh, I thought you said you had work.
I won't tell my people they gotta get right. This where we at?
What you?
The camera?
No, I just wanted to look out here.
Slower than 2 snails in the foot this time.
Man, I wish I could do something with this one so I could open up. Can't. See, this way works so much better. I don't know why I ain't been doing it like that.
Yo! Why what's your mom? I said, what?
Yo, if y'all ain't got nothing in the bag that y'all need for camp, throw it in the van. Just so it ain't. Like we got Bibles and we got all that over here.
We got a microphone that needs to be set up if anybody wants to participate. The strays are unnecessary. Participate. It looked like y'all was set up. It looked like I was just coming to rally. You know what I'm saying? And I was driving that fingers on me and I ain't got no. Put like the market on the chair. That's what it is. I think he had the baby when he was leaving out. I heard him. Do it like this. You see that's gonna work. And then that's with the photo.
Stop.
Can you do it? Screen share? Yeah, touch screen. You're gonna have to go to the 3 seconds.
This is fire, ain't it? Put 12 pounds on the screen. See it like that. Everybody. Huh? Yeah. You heard me. Oh, me. Okay. They're gonna slap you to the kingdom on they didn't put the tribe of Israel. They did Israel, you know what I mean? I don't know what movie that was. This motherfucker was on two bears. Oh, two bears standing on two bears riding the motherfuckers. That's what you're talking about when Xerxes was down and stepping on the people. Oh, yep. They're gonna be them. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the kingdom. That's the first thing I thought when you said they're gonna get your foot flop. I was like, yeah, like a footstool. Yep. Exactly like that. I walk off my seat. Yo. What, you got to connect to your Wi-Fi?
Your Wi-Fi has to be connected to this.
Oh, which one? That's it. And it got a built-in opener on the back of the earth.
Yeah, listen, your phone's next to it.
We're talking about God. You got a minute? Yeah, we're talking about God. You are totally children of God, and unless we start keeping God's commandments, we're going to continue to be affected. So that's what we come out of this. We are what is the problem? No means better.
We can't turn this brightness down? Because I got it on 2 screens, but it's a little bright on this last one. I don't know.
Hold on socket. Hold the socket.
building or anything like that.
Freddie.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Like, I don't really claim a religion like that. And I mean, it's kind of crazy because like, I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
And my grandma was Jehovah's Witness. So, when my grandmother was still living, I might have became a Jehovah's Witness because she was cool. But then after she died, like, my world went down. So now, I just know it's a higher power because it wasn't, there's no reason for us to believe it.
All right, can I get a second? Can I get 1 second? All right, hold on. I'm going to give all praises to the Most High God, the God of this Bible, whose true name is Yahweh. That's God's name according to the scriptures. In the, Yahweh. Yahweh would be a Yiddish way of saying God's name in Hebrew. His name is Yahweh in the Paleo-Ancient Hebrew. And we give all praise to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ's real name in Paleo Hebrew would be Yahweh Shai, not Jesus, because the letter J is the newest letter in the alphabet, you know, things like that. So he had a name. So we are the Israelites, right? We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, that the Quran speaks of, right? These are the favorite of God, right? Now watch this. I'm going to show you something. All praises. So what have you learned from your coworkers?
I mean, like, you don't talk about religion.
In your job? Never talk about everything but religion.
But I know she an Israelite because she can't wear pants and stuff.
Yeah.
We don't choose that.
I don't know. Like, I'd be so confused. Like, if I was to die today tomorrow, I don't want a funeral. Like, I just want to have a celebration of my life and call it a day.
We know what we want for you before you die. We want you to be right with God. All right? Now, there's a way to be right with God. God gives some instruction on how to get right with Him. But we're not being taught this. All right? Have you ever heard that there's a way to be right with God? No, right? That's crazy. So we got a Bible that tells us everything but how to get right with God. In this Bible it tells us. So I want to show you something. You believe in Jesus? Yes. All right. Watch this.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24.
I believe it's going to be on the screen right here so you can look at the scripture as well.
And he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, that's Christ's own words. He said that I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what Christ said, right? Now, who are these people? If Christ said, I'm only came for these people,
Talking about
the
us,
Israelites, who is us?
the people that didn't know about him,
That didn't know about what?
about Jesus.
Well, the Israelites knew about Jesus. Right? Who knows about Jesus? Who knows?
It's so deep,
But if we say we believe in God, it's really not, right?
It is.
It's really not. We just been taught incorrectly.
I don't believe in the Trinity.
I don't
You know how
either.
they always talk about God, Jesus, and the
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
They all one. They're not.
Right.
They're three different types. You know what I'm saying? You got Jesus, as the Son of God, and then you got the higher power, and then you got the Holy Ghost. But that's the same way that Jehovah's Witnesses believe too. That's what they teach. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep that because I don't believe me, my dad, and my mom is one. You know what I mean? I am my own, he is his own,
Yep.
and that's, you know what I mean? So,
You have your own passions, you have your own ideas, you
Right.
have your own ways of living. So watch this now. Christ said he only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now watch this.
7 what? The book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1.
I want you to understand how
Revelation is the
important.
strongest and the deepest chapter in the Bible because that's the one that tells us everything.
I would say it's strongest and deepest because it's revealing the end times.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's what I mean.
Right.
Like Revelation 21:4 and stuff about, I don't know what the Bible say, but I
What
know
Bible you read?
the regular Bible.
So there's something outside of the regular Bible?
I don't know. I mean, I read the Bible that I was raised up on.
So look, we have here is the King James version, right?
Okay.
Now you have other translations like the ESV, English Standard Version, the NLT, the New Living Translation. We actually have every translation right here in this bag.
Right.
We got the Hebrew, we got the Greek. It's in this bag right here.
Okay.
Right? Now,
We reading in the King James Version. So we're going to read Revelation chapter 7, verse 1, right? This is dealing with the end times in Jesus Christ.
The book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1.
Read out.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Why?
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God.
So we got 4 angels on the 4 corners of the earth, and we got a 5th angel that has the seal of God. Now watch this.
And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
So these 4 angels are holding the 4 winds on the 4 corners of the earth, right? To hurt the earth and the sea. This is bringing destruction. So these angels are holding back destruction. Until when?
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So he's saying, hold up, don't destroy until we seal the servants of God, right?
So that 144,000 is still got to talk about
Yep.
those the ones that are chosen ones that want to go up top, right?
No, not only, it's more than just
Because it's
144.
the same thing that Jehovah's Witnesses say too. It's 144,000, and everybody say when you die you're gonna go to heaven. But there are special people that are chosen and they know who they are.
Right.
Because
So,
like when they go all these stuff having a memorial, celebrating the life of Jesus, which is Easter, but Easter is not the death of him. You understand what I'm saying?
right, that's
So
Passover.
what they do,
Well,
they have a memorial for, I guess the death of him. But if anybody, if somebody drinks from the wine, then they are, if you drink from the wine, then you're a part of 144.
Wow.
But you're not supposed to drink if you're not. But the people that are part of 144,000, they know who they are.
so how many people drink that wine?
Well, I never seen any.
Right, there's millions of people in Jehovah's Witness.
It is. But I
Right.
kind of felt like my grandma was a part of the 144,000 because of the way she passed away.
So,
She had no illness, she wasn't sick, she got up, did March, she made my pump out merch and everything, and went to the next. And she went peaceful.
all right, so we see the angels holding destruction on the four corners of the earth. And you got an angel that's telling them, hold on, don't destroy this place until we seal the servants of our God in their forehead. This is important, watch this.
And I heard the number of them which were sealed.
These people being sealed are the number of servants.
And there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
All right, so look, let me see.
I'm reading with them.
Right, we got all 12,000 out of each tribe. So we got Judah, we're going to have Asher and Naphtali. So it's going to be 12,000 out of every tribe on here. So isn't it, if Christ said I only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and there's 144,000 servants of God that's going to get sealed before the destruction of this earth, don't you think that it's important that we understand who these people are?
True, yes.
Right? Now, if you agree that we these people, then what is it that we're supposed to do? Being these people. Yeah, is it just be them, have the knowledge that we're the Israelites and just live how we've been living?
Just talk to people like you talk to me.
Yeah, we can do that, but I believe in the Bible though. We can just talk to people, we can talk about anything, and it don't even have to be about God. You talk a lot in the job, but it's never about religion.
Right.
So, understand
You know,
it.
religion is a touchy subject though.
Why?
For a lot of people.
Is it a touchy subject for you?
I mean, it's not. I'm always open to hear about new religions and however, you know what I'm saying? But I know my heart.
You know this is the oldest religion?
Yes.
So we don't talk about, we know the new religions like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, all these other religions that we follow, but this is somebody's original way of living, right? And if we're saying that we believe in this and we believe that we're these people, then we got to know what God wants from us. Let me get 13, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. All right, what does he want from us? You think that it's okay that you smoke a cigarette?
No, it's not.
Okay. So what you think will happen?
But I'm not perfect.
Do you stand on the corners selling drugs? I'm just asking.
No.
No, right?
I'm
Why
just getting
not?
off
Because you're
the
not
road.
going to play around, right? You're not going to test your limits out here and be selling drugs in the street.
I'm just getting off for work.
So we do that because we don't want to go to jail, right?
Right.
Right? But when it comes to God, we tempt him And we take our chances over and over again and say, what's going to happen?
But he's a forgiving God. But he understands we're not perfect.
As it is 20 and 25.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But I know if we're wrong, we gotta stop eventually. I mean, but that's take time. That's sacred.
So what's wrong? We got to understand. If he's saying that we know that
He
we're
was an
wrong,
angel too. You know that.
who that?
Satan.
Satan, of course.
He got
Satan's
kicked out.
obedient.
Yeah. No, he wanted to be Jesus. Is that true?
No,
That's not true.
no.
They say he was jealous. And he wanted to be, he wanted to sit, well, however, Satan wanted to he wanted to sit like God. He wanted to be God.
Yeah, that's not in
And
the
that's
Bible.
why he got kicked out of heaven.
Yeah, we can show that too, but I want to show you something. What I got you doing?
I got like 2 more minutes because I got to.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. All right, so what is our whole duty, right?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
It's the conclusion of understanding who we are, right? How we move forward when dealing with God.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
All right, why would we fear him if he's all loving and all mercy?
Because if it wasn't coming, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but he said fear him.
Fear him
What,
because
why do you
he can
fear?
take us away.
He can take us away. Exactly. So if he can take us away, then he can't be all merciful.
But if he can stop us in our tracks whenever he wants.
When he stops you in your tracks right now. And he's reaching out to you. This is how God reached the people, was through the prophets like Jesus Christ. He was reaching the people and the masses by Christ going out there in the streets and telling his people to come back to God, right? And forsake these things that they was doing. Don't be sinning anymore, right? Keep going. It's the whole conclusion. Fear God and what?
And keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Right? Keeping the commandments and fearing God is the whole duty of man. Let me get Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 39. I'm gonna show you why, but let me get this, what I had you doing. This is what we have to do. We gotta fear God and keep his commandments. Do you know the commandments?
10 of them? 10 of them?
Do you know the 10?
No, I don't know.
There's more than that though. There's hundreds of commandments, right? And there's specific commandments for a woman. There's specific commandments on how to raise children. There's specific commandments on how a woman should deal with her husband, and how a husband should deal with his wife, how to build a house, how to grow a tree, how to grow a field and pick our gleanings from the field. It's so detailed and perfect, and we can do it. It's not hard to do, right? On how to cook, what not to eat, what to eat, right? What you got? Bring it up.
The book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30. In the times of this ignorance, God winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent.
All right, he winked at it when we didn't know, but now that we know, we got to repent. So let me get what I need you to know.
20, start at the top.
25.
The book of Exodus,
Did you say he all merciful? Look.
chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right? So he's punishing our children because of what the parents is doing. You see, when these 7-year-old kids get shot, these babies getting shot, we wonder why, like we proud of God, why? But it's really our fault. Because we're not following God. He said he's jealous. And we follow Christmas. You know that's idolatry.
We don't celebrate.
Thanksgiving. All them holidays is idolatry, right? Eating all these forbidden foods that we're not supposed to eat. God gets jealous when we're not following him and we're following the ways of someone else or another nation, like America.
Well, I guess I raised all 3 of my sons the right way because he did not punish me because all 3 of my sons is alive.
But he said unto the 3rd and 4th generation, the kids is going to have kids. And they're going to have kids and they're going to be attached to them. And it's,
I led by example.
how? What's the example though?
I work hard and I come home and I make sure that I keep a roof over my children's head. I make sure they eat. I make sure they're okay. I used to give my children hugs every day and let them know I love them every day.
But
It's about love. I raised 3
yeah,
boys
but
by myself.
you said we have to fear God because he can take us out of here.
Yeah.
Right? So how are we raising them the right way if we're not raising them to show them how to get a protection of God? What you're showing them is how to be a good worker.
I could show them, but they went their own way. Like I said, all 3 of my sons is Muslim. I can show them on how I was raised, but I can't sit up there and make them do something that they don't want to do. If that's what they choose to go, then that's how they choose to go.
We can't make them, but we can educate them, right?
Okay.
So if they don't know what what says in that Quran, which most Muslims don't, they don't read the Quran.
Well, my son did. They got the months.
Well, praying is not reading.
They pray, they go to Jumar on
Yeah,
Friday.
Jumar don't teach. They just teach Arabic.
Well, I mean, listen.
It's the
Yeah,
truth.
who wants you to judge, though?
God is going to judge you, and we got to teach each other before He judges us, sister.
They
Yeah,
got the little sex.
exactly. And where does it say that?
Huh?
Where is His last say at?
I don't-
It's in the Bible, sister. We gotta read. If we say we believe, how we gonna believe? How we gonna believe in something we don't know what's in this?
I hear you. But it was nice talking
Yeah,
to you.
it's we out here to warn our people to try to bring them back to God because things happen. There's no warnings when things happen, right? It's just ICUs and balloons being let go and teddy bears on the corner, right? And there's no warnings. It's all of a sudden, and then we start praying to God, wow, what could we done different? So there's things that you can do different, and there's things that you can do to teach your children before the calamity comes into us. Now, it's not just straight bullets in our community every day, but we got war coming, we got famine coming, we got race wars, all these things that's hitting this community, hitting the United States right now, that we are not ready for it. And the only way,
Other stuff that's taking besides the gun.
yeah, so we got to get God. He's the only one that's going to protect us, and it's a promise, right? I love you, sister. Be safe, turn back to the Lord. The first 5 books is the commandments. Fear God and keep the commandments. Don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Keep the Sabbath day. Don't work, don't cook. Prepare your meals for 2 days. All these things God told us to do, you can do. But if we make excuses, the job will let you go, right? When you make excuses at the job, right, you get fired. Let's not get fired from the Lord's protection. All right? I love you, sister. Be safe. Right? All praises. All praise to the Most High. We love you, sister. Right? Hey, this Thanksgiving coming up though. Right? Listen. We gotta come out here and we gotta educate our people. It's evident that our people do not know. Let me get John 4:22. Let me get Joel 2:27. We gotta understand, if we say that we believe in something, you gotta know what you believe in. Because you can't believe in it if somebody teaches you or shows you something that you believe in, and then you say you don't believe that, right? If you say you believe in the Bible, and we show you something in the Bible, and you say you don't believe it, yeah, you want to go back. You believe in God, sister? God is doing all these terrible things to our children that's on the news every day because of our disobedience. He's going to make you cry to Him if we don't cry to Him without Him making us. If we don't go to Him on our own will to desire to know what He wants from us, He's going to make you get on your knees. He's going to make you beg, right? Let me drop that. Let me get Proverbs 1:20. Let me get that real quick.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right, this wisdom is in the streets. If you want to find wisdom, it's going to be in the streets where anybody can challenge what's being taught, what's being said. And we're coming out of this Bible. This Bible been on grandma's nightstand since y'all been children. So y'all had all this time in y'all life. If y'all say y'all believe in God and y'all go to church on Sunday and all these things, y'all celebrate Christ's birthday on Christmas, then you celebrate His death on Easter, and y'all have all these memorials and all these celebrations about a man that you never known. You do this religiously, but you're not reading to understand what's in this book. And this is what we're calling out our people to do. We got to come back to this. What's that shirt right there? Is that ours? Right? Wisdom is going to cry in the streets. And what wisdom is going to be saying is, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have become simple-minded. because we believe that we're the color out of a crayon box. We believe that we're Puerto Rican or rich poor, when any other nation can tell us where they're from, right? How y'all doing? How y'all ladies doing? Good luck. Where y'all from? Where y'all from, if you don't mind me asking? Where you at though? Where you from though? Right? These other nations know who they are and where they come from. We are simple. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we came from, and we don't know where we're going. And we're talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we came from, and we don't know where we're going. And that's real simple-minded. All we're going to is work and home. That's all we know where we're going is work and home. We got to stop being simple-minded. There's a better way. There's greater things for our nation. God has a promise for a particular group of people. And we got to understand that if these people are still here today, and we see in Revelation 7:1, and Christ dying for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, in Revelation, there's going to be 144,000 Israelites that's going to be serving God before destruction comes, then they have to be here today. And if they're here today, then we got to understand who these people of the Bible are, right? Do you know that you're of the people of the Bible? So what do you have to do? Where are you from? From Israel. You're Israeli. Okay, so what is it that you have to do being an Israeli? Be a good person, that's it? And you'll receive, and you'll be delivered? Just be a good person. Okay. Gentile salvation. Right? What they would have to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments and have faith in the Christ of the Bible and proskuneo the children of Israel. So, family, if y'all see me say that y'all the people of the Bible, and if y'all see me trying to bring salvation to another nation that it doesn't belong to, understand that it's an experiment. It's not what we believe, not what we teach. It's literally an experiment to see if these nations is going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, believe in the Christ of the Bible, and proskuneo the real children of God. This is what they would have to do. So if this is what it is, and if this is what the teachings of the Bible is according to those that we learn so much from, then we would have to see that coming in real time, right? They got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You believe in God, King? You believe in God? What you believe about him, man?
What I believe about it?
Yeah.
That he wake us up every day for us to do good in life. Teach you
What's good?
what's good. Personally, what you find good about life.
You believe in the God of the Bible?
I believe in the God of the world.
The God of the world? Well, there's multiple gods in the world.
Multiple gods.
Yeah, like,
Believe in one God, bro.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, you got Asian people who believe in Buddha, you got East
That's
Indians
their God,
who believe.
it's not my
Yeah,
God.
so that's what I'm trying to show you. There's multiple gods, so that's why I'm asking, what God do you believe
in?
in?
One God. They believe in what they believe in. I don't believe in that. I believe in my God.
Okay, where can I find information about the God that you believe in?
In the Bible.
Oh, so you believe in the God of the Bible.
Right.
Right, so let me get Matthew 15 and 24. You believe in Jesus Christ?
I believe in Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Okay. Now watch this. Let me get Revelation 7. Watch this.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So according to the Bible, out of Jesus Christ's own words, he said that I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So we believe in the Bible, we believe in the God of the Bible, and he sent his son to deliver a message, and the message is that he only came to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then shouldn't it be important for us to understand who this is?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know who they are?
Yeah, of course.
Who are the children of Israel?
Who's the children of Israel?
Yeah.
They're five wise men in Israel, or prophets.
I need that. So, okay.
And God gave them their visions first, for them to spread to everybody else.
All right, so it's more than just 5 prophets, right? It's a whole nation of people. Watch.
The book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth,
4 angels holding the 4 winds. We're going to see what these 4 winds are.
that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Now, we believe in this. And these 4 angels are holding back the winds that's going to bring destruction to the earth and the seas, right? This 5th angel is saying, wait, why?
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
So hold this destruction until the servants of God are sealed. Now watch this.
And I heard the number of them, which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
So there's more than 5 people. These are 100.
5 angels that represent a nation of people.
5 doesn't represent them. There was way more prophets than 5. You know what I mean? But
Right, of course,
yeah.
of course.
So it was like we all represent our nation. We all represent. The Israelites represent the nation of Israel. But if the Israelites is who Christ came for, and destruction is going to come after 144,000 Israelites that serve God as sealed, isn't it important to understand who these children of Israel are? Yeah. So you never heard this before?
Bro, I've been in church since I was
Around 28.
I've been singing in the choir since I was a little boy.
Okay.
Of course, I lost my way to the streets and living life and jobs and shit and living. But I know God, I know the Bible.
Let me get that in 1 John chapter 5 verse 2. But all that time, this is the most important people of the Bible, the children of Israel. So in all those years that you was in the church, have you ever learned who they are?
I would have to refresh myself, but it's like I'm not into it every day, so I couldn't know the word, but I know a lot of shit about the Bible.
Do you know some things that you've been taught in the church?
Yeah.
So do you remember or recall ever being taught who the children of Israel are?
I can't go word for word with you, but I'm saying
You
I
do?
know. And plus, I don't even allow people to pick my brain, like about religion, about like political shit, about a lot of shit. I don't allow people to pick my brain. Like, I just don't. You see what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we should though. I think we should. When we
No,
want to
I
come
understand
to
that.
a
I understand
serving
that,
God
but
correctly.
It gotta be like the way it's dealt to.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be out here yelling that shit on the microphone to nobody. Like, because the way you receive it,
Let me
like you
get that.
receive it by the word, like you guys fight.
Wow, wow,
You receive it by the word. I don't even listen to preachers all like that, bro, because I don't feel the word they talking, the word they spreading. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So watch this. I'm gonna show you something.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
So I know you said like we shouldn't be doing it with a microphone, but the Bible literally tells us to cry aloud, spare
I'm
not.
saying I receive it.
Okay.
You dig me? You say, yo, that's like you just said. Jesus' word supposed to ring out like trumpets.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just saying, I go through a lot of shit in my life. I praise God and still once I go through with women, with a lot of shit out here, bro. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm a nigga, bro. I go through more shit. I know God is the light, and it comes back to me and everything. But you know what I mean? I'm a nigga. I go through more shit than just God, bro. You know what I mean? And worrying about that all day. That's on my heart. You know what I mean? That's what I'm born with. That's on my heart. So you know what I mean? The way I walk in life, like I try to stay positive, but you know what I mean? I got an integrated shadow, and I got an integrated life.
So
Both of them supposed to come together at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And walk.
okay. So but you agree that understanding who these children of Israel are today is important.
Of course.
So you willing on learning who these children of Israel are?
If you know who you are,
Yeah.
that's my whole point.
Right.
You gotta know who you are.
Who are you? Who are you? Let's start there.
My name Terrence Flippin.
All praise. Good to meet you, King.
I done fought homicides, all that shit came out here. I got 2 jobs. I live my life, bro.
What's your
There's a
ethnicity?
lot of shit. Huh?
What's your ethnicity?
My ethnicity, I would say I'm American.
American?
Yeah.
Or what would you put on the application?
I would put, I'm a white man.
A white man?
Word. See if I get a job faster, bro. I ain't gonna play
I ain't
mind
even
games.
knocking you. I ain't
gonna
even
play
knocking you.
mind games with the people.
Yeah, it's crazy. You get the job faster. You agree that you would get the job
I
faster.
plenty of times just to see where they mind that if I get the job faster, they think I'm a white man.
So what happened when you went to the interview?
I come in there talking like Martin Luther King, and
man, you know what I mean? And it just lose them. But, you know, some shit, I can't complain, bro. God gave me shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know how that shit go. You up and down, but God give you shit to provide you shit to keep you going. You know what I mean? So you never lose your faith. That's the whole point. You never lose my faith.
Your ancestors come from a place, right?
Yeah.
We all go back to our ancestors, and our root, our branch comes from them.
Right.
So where would your ancestors come from?
Where would they come from?
Yeah. Like my ancestors came from what they call today Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I was from the Taino Indians, my family.
Right. So I believe my ancestors is Egyptian.
Egyptian?
Yes. I believe my ancestors is Moors. I believe everything, like I believe in the Bible, like you said, but I don't believe, like you know how they say black Israelites?
Yeah.
I believe we all black, but we all Israelites. It's just not black.
Yeah, because black is the color of the hoodie.
It's under one state, but those people right there, they were Moors. So
You know
who
what
really was
more
every-
means? You know what that means, more?
Moor? True color of our skin.
It means black.
Right, the true color of our skin.
But nobody's black though.
No, but I'm saying, you said your ancestry.
Yeah.
I said I believe it dates back further than that.
Yeah, it goes back to the Moors, and you believe
Right.
that it goes back.
It dates back further than that.
Yeah.
Like to the man that had all the gold, the richest man in the world,
Solomon? You
Mansa
believe?
Musa.
Oh,
Mansa Musa. It dates all the way back to there, to when black people was the richest people on the planet, and nothing could really stop us until they came with their mind games, their manipulation to take our shit. So I believe what you believe, but my mind it goes so far back and shit.
We don't believe we're Egyptian. We believe that we're the people that the Egyptians had in captivity. Just like how America has a people in captivity and they built their empire from
Right,
it.
right.
We believe that
I
we're the
believe that
people
was
that
Romans,
built.
bro.
What?
I believe that Romans had us in captivity.
Well, the Egyptians had a people in captivity too. Like this is on hieroglyphs. This is on
No, I
papyrus.
understand, but I believe that was Romans that changed everything. They took the Egyptians and they deleted everything about the culture.
So we believe that they did whitewash a lot, right? The
Have you
Egyptians.
ever heard of the Egyptian Bible?
Mhm.
With all the books of the Bible in it?
Nah, I never heard of the
You ain't never
Egyptian
heard about
Bible.
the Egyptian
Nah, I heard of the
Egyptian
Ethiopian Bible.
About the Ethiopian Bible.
Yeah.
Yes, it has every last complete book of the Bible in it.
They're not Egyptian.
Nothing that's whitewashed.
Yeah, they're not Egyptian though.
What is it then?
That's Ethiopian. Ethiopians are not the same people from Egypt.
No, I'm just saying. And plus, I mean, I don't really. I'm gonna let y'all go though. 'Cause I'm on lunch break.
You don't want to know who the Israelites are?
No, bro,
Oh.
I'm on lunch break, bro.
It's the
I'm at
most
work right
important people,
now.
King. All right, I love you, King.
All
Be
right,
safe,
you
all
too,
right?
man. Be safe.
Sister, you believe in God? You believe in God? No? You don't believe in him until shit happens? And then we start crying to God like, oh my God, why me? Right? Let me get that. Keep going in Proverbs 1:20. Yeah, whoever had it. Bring it up. Yeah, you can start from this one.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Anybody that says they believe in the Bible, why they not listening to those who's crying their voice in the streets? If the Bible is saying this is where wisdom is, if wisdom is crying her voice in the streets, then where are the Christians? Where are the believers of God? All right, say that again. Listen to this as y'all walking up.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Y'all believe in the Bible? So it's saying that wisdom crieth out and she utters her voice in the streets. If we believe in the Bible, shouldn't we want to know where the wisdom is at? Where is it saying? In the streets, right? We in the streets. Don't you think that those who believe in the Bible should maybe stop and get an understanding of what's being cried out? Right? Right? You believe in the God of the Bible? What is it that y'all believe about it?
I believe in the word. I believe something to create us. God bless
Freedom of choice?
also to teach us. We always have a choice to do what's right.
You read that in the Bible? Yeah? I've read the whole Bible. I never read that in the Bible. I'm sorry. Well, what did you read in the Bible that made you believe? Yeah. Where you from? I'm sorry, let me ask you where you from. What's your ethnicity? You're Mexican, all praise to the Most High. Indigenous Mexican? Both of y'all? All right, so was your people always called Mexican? What were they anciently called? The Aztecs, right? So how did we become Mexican? Right, the indigenous people of Mexico was colonized, right? And their name and their identity was taken from them. And they were given an identity called Mexican. They changed the name of your land and called it Mexico, right? Y'all had way more than Mexico. Y'all had the whole southwestern part of the United States. I mean, that was y'all territory, and they took that from y'all too. So what about the language? Yeah, Spanish. You know where that comes from? Spaniards, right? The Spaniards are the ones who came and colonized the indigenous Mexicans and forced the Spanish language onto your people, right? Now watch this, I'm gonna show you something on the screen. Go to google.com and look up the Decalogue stone, right? And I'm gonna show you something. Let me get Deuteronomy 28. Y'all got a second? Talk about the Bible? All praises to the Most High God. Yeah, y'all could come on. So let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Let me get Isaiah 42 and 22. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, so thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are commanded this day.
So whoever these people are was supposed to listen to God, and they got cursed because they didn't. Now look at what some of these curses have.
Come, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses are going to be upon the Israelites forever. And it's going to be a sign to let us know who they are, because these people lost their identity. Right? Keep going.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord thy God shall send against thee.
We didn't want to serve God, so we had to serve our enemies. Do you know why your people wear this? You don't know why? This is from your people, right? What is it called? The war. What was the war that happened and the Mexicans won against? And we celebrated. Y'all wear the beautiful garments with these on the bottoms of the garments. What is that called? Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo, right? But there's another day that y'all get dressed up with glorious garments and y'all have fringes on the bottom of y'all garments. Huh? I think it is. I think it is a day, because the Cinco de Mayo was separate from the Day of the Dead, right? Right, that's two different things. But I know on Cinco de Mayo, I see y'all wearing these on y'all garments, right? On the ponchos, yeah, on that. Watch this. So we're going to serve, it's because we didn't keep his commandments and serve him, we're going to serve our enemies.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
The person ruling over Mexico, is that person Mexican? The president of Mexico. It's not. It's a woman, right? The woman, she's Jewish. Yeah, she's not Mexican. So you don't have your own people ruling over you in your land, right? So because we don't want to serve God, we want to serve our enemies in one of all things. Now, you can get an LLC, but who do you go to get these things? You gotta go to the government, right? Y'all gotta get permission to get an LLC, to get insurance. If you get a store, you gotta get inventory from these people. You gotta pay taxes to them. Permission to drive, you gotta go to all these things that we want, right? You wanna be a citizen. Guess what? If they say they don't want you to be a citizen, who's gonna determine that? Right? And who are these people? The same people that rape, rob, murdered, and enslaved and colonize your people. These are the same people that's determining whether you're an immigrant or not. Right? And we know that they're the immigrants, and somehow they're the ones that declaring who's. It's very, very sad what's happening to your people. And in the nations around us, East India, China, the Arabs, nobody is uniting or sending military aid or weapons like they do with Israel or Palestine or Ukraine or Russia. They don't do that with us, right? We're kind of on our own, right? Keep going.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Y'all see the movie Apocalypto? That's a good movie. It's about your people. All right, so watch it. It's about ancient when Christopher Columbus came. All right.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Right. It's a very good movie. I recommend that y'all watch it. And it kind of gives you a little history on pre-Columbia, when pre-Columbus came, and the reason why God sent these enemies against us. Right. Keep
At the
going.
end of the movie, you see the Spanish ship coming.
They said it was Christopher Columbus. Now watch this.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth.
Right now, who came and colonized Mexico? The Spaniards. You know where Spain is? It's in the western part of Europe near the Atlantic Ocean, right? It's right where Morocco, it's like Spain, it's like northeast of Europe, right? Northwest of Europe, I'm sorry. So this was a nation that came from afar, from the other end of the earth. Keep going.
As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
And your people didn't understand Spanish. What I'm trying to show you is what you went through was prophesied in the Bible. Everything that your people went through is because we stopped obeying God and stopped following His laws, statutes, and commandments. So this is a written record of the history before it became history. You see that? This is how powerful God is. And this is why we believe in this Bible. It's because it has prophecy that came to pass, and only God can reveal something like that to somebody and have them write it down to where we got it to this day. Thousands of years ago, 3,000 years ago, this was written. Right, now keep going.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young.
They didn't care how old you were, young you were. They hung you, they sold you on auction blocks. These are things that your people went through.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
Right, and this is what happened. They stole your land. Y'all can't even live independently and sovereign anymore in your land. Right? Everything is being controlled. Right? So this is all prophecy. Now, are you paying attention to what's happening to your people right now? Isaiah 42 and 22. Yep. That had to experience that. Like, imagine how hard that is for a mother to have her husband taken away, the father of the home taken away, who's working to provide for the family, the mother probably at home taking care of the children, and now the mother has to worry about the children in the winter, not being able to pay, not being able to pay for rent, pay for food, things like that. Imagine the predicament that puts somebody in. And do we see any kind of aid coming for your people? Right? It's a sad thing, but it's prophesied that would happen. What you got? Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
It said that your sons and the daughters and your family will be taken from each other, and you're going to long for them. I mean, so we trying to show you. I know I don't want to bore you, right?
I'm not worried. It's just that I'm kind of like I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, but it's important to know who God is and who we are, right? We know where we're going today, but we don't know where we're going with God. You believe in God, and we have to act a certain way with Him, and we have to know who we are when it comes to Him. And you are an Israelite. You're not Mexican. The ass sex is in the Bible. Y'all history, the things that y'all did, y'all customs, y'all traditions, everything that y'all did is written in the Torah, in the laws of Moses. And y'all were keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments until you weren't. It's all written how you got to Mexico. It's all here, and we can show you everything that's in this Bible, okay? We can give you your whole history and prove everything in this world. What we got to do is come back to the Lord. And we got to keep his law, statutes, and commandments. And that's the only way he's going to protect us in these end times. There's no police, there's no ICE, there's no president, there's nobody on this earth that's going to protect your people. Only God is going to protect your people, and we want you to have that protection. All right? We love y'all. We want y'all to turn back to the Lord so that y'all have a chance out here. All right? I love you, King. What's your name?
Gio.
Gio, all praises. Look, scan this. This is our information. If you're serious and you want to learn about who you are, King.
It's a city there for piece of cup.
Let me get that. Let me see that real quick. Before you go, look at this. Let me see. I want to prove something to you. So we can prove everything with prophecy, history, and archaeology. And this here is archaeology, right? They say that this Los Luna stone, look at this. You see the language that that's written in? That's what you call Paleo-Hebrew. You see that? Now, this is an 8-ton boulder, right? Associated with a large boulder on the side of a hidden mountain near Los Lunas, New Mexico. About 35 miles of Albuquerque. What is this stone doing in Mexico? Where they didn't come with this on the ship, right? This was 8 tons. So how is this in your land written in Paleo-Hebrew? What's here is, look, it says that bears, it says panel, it says the stone is also known as the Los Lunas mystery stone, notes, or commandment rock. The stone has gained notoriety that the stone claimed that the instructions is pre-Columbia and therefore proof of early Semitic contact with the Americas, right? Standard archaeology evidence contradicts this, however, because they don't want you to know who you are, so they're trying to not say that you are the children of Israel, but y'all are the children of Israel. And there's an 8-ton boulder written in Paleo-Hebrew that has the 10 commandments of God written on it from your ancestors, right? And this is just one of the archaeological findings that we can prove that y'all are the people of God. And they kept the commandments at a time, and we got to turn back to that, all right? So that y'all can have the protection that y'all need in this world that's against you, all right? We love y'all. Y'all, you got more information? All right, thank you. What's up, King? You believe in God? What God do you believe? We believe that there's one God as well, but we know that there's other gods though. Like you got Buddha, you got the East Indians. We agree. We agree that, but one would argue, right? The Chinese person would say that that is a God because that's their God.
Well, in a way, well, it's not really. They look at it never as a God, but more as a spiritual leader that helps them. You know, they say that Buddhism is the oldest religion found, but in actuality, there's more than that because if you really go back in time, like really sure you heard the Vatican Vault. The reason why they closed it was when people found out about the Book of Enoch. You know what I mean? The Watchers. We were in in all churches and all things. They were talking about the Watchers. Why not? If the angels are part of God, people don't all the prophets and all that, that was like them. And also, I was listening to the Rock, there's also the pyramid they found. Well, they said it's impossible for this pyramid to be built by man back then because they don't have the technology we have now. Even with our technology, you can't move the person around to make the pyramid. And they said they saw it to this day, they saw a sonic like energy coming from it, almost like a magnetic field from it. And they said that the only thing can be moved was by, you hum, vibration, the vibration will move. So my thing is not how to get there.
So you believe in the one God. Where can I find the information about this one God?
I mean, you gotta look. I mean, I tell people, if you don't know the truth, go to the Vatican Vault.
Go to the Vatican?
Vatican Vault, they have all the real truth, but they won't give it out to the people because guess what?
The Pope?
No, not the Pope, the Pope.
The vote in the Vatican.
Because the thing about it is the Vatican Vault contradicts Christianity.
Okay. So you don't have nowhere we can go to find out about your God?
Well, like I said,
to learn about him?
I believe that my God is everybody's God. I mean, everybody sees the aspect. That's me.
How do you know that that's not God? Because you said everybody's.
Yeah, I said how you see or how you believe or believe. Like, but you believe in your God?
Yeah.
Guess what? Your God could be my God. And I just see him as a different aspect.
If God is requiring you to believe a certain way, right? Your God requires you to believe and live a certain way. And you follow that, right? Let's say you follow that because that's your God. Now, if I don't follow that God, is that my God? Am I worshiping the same?
Well, like I said, what you just said, you hear what I said. I said I was going to help her. Because within time, back then, from to now, it's different.
Where you from? What's your ethnicity?
Well, me, I'm Cuban.
You Cuban? All praise to the Most High. Your dad Cuban?
Not my mother.
Yeah, what's your dad?
My dad, everything.
What's his ethnicity?
Welsh, Irish, Cherokee, Blackfoot, and black and something else.
You know your grandfather from your dad's side?
No, he died when I was born.
Do you know his ethnicity? You don't know?
No. Yeah, we wasn't really a tight knit family like that. That's kind of one of the reasons why I hear the truth. Because me, I believe in knowledge we learn.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I'm a Muslim. But some would say I don't fall to the T like others because I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things that if you read, when I read something, I read it. I don't read it because I want, we don't want to follow this guy. Right. I read it because, like I said, in order they want you to learn stuff and they want you to follow the way how you see it, how you believe it. Okay? So if you're going to read something, really read it. Don't read it because this guy told you to read it. Read it because you want to know your information. And you want to know what, you know what I mean, you believe it. Okay?
So you know what you believe in? You believe in the Quran?
Yes.
And you read it?
Not all of it.
Not all of it? All right.
I'm a very honest person. My thing is this. I haven't been on a deen in a while because I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting high. And think about it, and Islam, contradiction is a big thing. And me personally, I'm not gonna be as contradiction as doing to my brother. See to get high, I'm destroying my body, my temple. That allows you to get, and I'm going to my brother, oh, let me go first. That's being it's contradiction. So I won't do that. But I do follow things. Keep homeless and kind of all around it. That is crazy by God. So guess what? Whether you're Muslim or not, I still should respect the kindness to everybody. Treat everybody the same. The same treat they should treat you. I pick up, like I said, when I'm out here clearing the streets and all that, because guess what? It's not just our land, it's God's land. And He gives us to prosper, to move up. So that's why I do what I do, and I never throw my religion to people. Look at this. People see things how they want to see, and God had chose us to choose how we want to believe in Him. Now, whichever way you choose, that's on you. The one thing is this: if I'm wrong in what I believe in, and I get to the help of it, well, guess what? It is what I just like what I was told, what I read, not what people told me. I read about the brotherhood, the kindness. Even if a person is not a Muslim, you show them, because that's what they're waiting in Islam. It's by showing them the humbleness, the kindness. Not you turn too far, and all of a sudden you see on the news. No, that's not what Islam. Islam is love, brotherhood. You see a person that is a Muslim, you help that person up. You see a person that started a Muslim, you feed them. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who they are. I'm saying that's all person, because we are all God's children.
Does God have a favorite children?
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I might get over this, but that Jesus thing, no. I don't think Jesus was God's son, really Jesus was probably like everyone else.
But what I'm asking is, I didn't ask Jesus, I'm asking, does God have a favorite children?
I'm gonna say no and yes.
Okay, can you explain?
No in terms of a specific person, no. But yes in terms of all of us. We're his favorite children.
What about a nation?
I said all of us.
Well, let's say not every nation, one particular nation. Like let's say, I'm not saying that God's favorite people was white people, but let's say it was white people. Does He have that kind of favoritism? No? All right.
He wouldn't create it when He created. He would create all the different ethnicities. Okay. He would create all the different shapes, sizes, the color, the hair, all the good. And what He did. Because if He had a fair duty, we would all be the same color, same size, same whatever. In actuality, the truth be told, most people know this, but if you go into history, the first people who actually had blue eyes wasn't white people. It was a black people that actually had blue eyes way back in the day. Because there's tribes that were in Africa that were eradicated. It was back before Caesar's time. If you understand, back like from Enoch before that, there was a lot of wars going on. There was cultures that were being destroyed. History being eradicated. That's why I said the Vatican has a lot of information that they don't do. When people start really going into the Vatican and looking back, they start finding it. And that's why they closed the vote. The vote used to go on for years. Why did you close on something?
All right, so I'm going to show you because you believe in this Quran. So you said that God does not have a favorite people, but I want you to explain this.
Al-Baqarah 2:40. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you. and fulfill your obligations to my covenant, so that I fulfill my obligations to your covenant, and fear none but me.
All right, so we read that whole ayat, but let's read that one more time.
O children of Israel, remember my favor, which I bestowed upon you.
So in the beginning of the Quran, I know you didn't read the whole thing, but this is page what? Let me see. This is page 22, right? All the years of being a Muslim, we should at least be able to get to page 22. So you believe that God doesn't have favorite people, but in the Quran, he's speaking to the children of Israel and saying that you are my favorite.
You get my favorite. You get my favorite. You get my favorite. You let them know that, you know what I'm saying, you know, do not lose your belief in me. You know, do not fall upon me. Keep believing in me because I shall be with you. Like I said, as long as you don't lose the faith and keep believing as you're supposed to.
Is that on here?
Nope.
We got that on here? Okay.
That's what I'm getting out of it.
All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? In terms of, so he's like, just like I said, I mean, because remember, there was a lot of wars, a lot of people were and when Moses came around, remember when they get you Israel all that? And so he let people know, don't fall so, don't go astray and worship something else, like how they were idling the cow, the golden cow, or how they were idling other people. He was letting them know, like, you're still in my favor. He didn't say my favorite, my favorite.
All right, so I know you're saying that it's like, just believe in me, but we're going to read it again.
O children of Israel, remember my favor, which I bestowed upon you, and fulfill your obligations to my covenant.
He's saying this, he's not saying just have faith in me. He's saying that I gave you favor, and you have to fulfill your obligations to the covenant that he made with the children of Israel. Right?
Do not forget what you stood upon.
Yeah, so
like I said, me personally, like I said, I don't do all my obligations as a Muslim like I should, because like I said, I can have whatever. But my thing is this, I don't do all my obligations. Like praying for time today, go next year on Friday.
okay.
But
Who's the children of Israel?
Huh?
Who's the children of Israel?
So the Israel is slaves. They were enslaved.
They were enslaved?
To my knowledge, was ones that were enslaved. But I'm not quite sure, so I shouldn't say anything, but that's what my thing.
Who are they today, though? Like walking the earth?
I can't answer that, I don't know.
You don't know? That's I appreciate the honesty. But don't you think that that's like important to understand who they are? If these people, I know you're saying that he's not saying that they're the favorite, is saying something different. But wherever these people are, have to keep the covenant, right? So and he's making a command there: keep my covenant, so that I can keep your covenant with me, so I keep my covenant with you. Isn't it important to understand who these people are to make sure they're keeping the covenant?
Keep it with you. It's basically saying, you know, the people that encourage his children to stay with, you know what I'm saying? Say praise towards him. Don't lose faith. Like I said before, don't lose faith in me. As I gave favor to you, so don't lose faith. So don't go straight. Don't you and the rest of the children that he's talking about go straight and go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose faith in me. That's what he's basically telling them. Now, like I said, that's just that group of people. Remember, you got Jews and other things back then. Remember, Jews was a lot of shit, you know, back then. But like I said, he's just letting them know that this group, this personal group, do not go straight from me. And if I give you a favor, but keep my covenant, that means keep going, you gotta keep believing in me that I will still be there for you. I'll always try to help and protect you. As long as you keep, you know what I mean, just keep believing in me, which he did. You know what I'm saying? And like once they were released and they came free, you know what I mean? Great part of the people.
All right, so it's important, right, to understand who they are so they can keep this covenant, right? We would say, especially being a Muslim our whole life and reading this Quran, you know, the entirety of the Quran is talking about the children of Israel.
You know that the Quran that was made in America is not the same Quran that's made overseas?
So what Quran you read?
No, I'm just saying, because I tell all the time, be mindful what you read when you read books. You know, I'm just saying with the Bible, it says, you know, when you read the versions, all that, be mindful what books you read, because a lot of times when it comes over here, I ain't gonna lie, America is a culture destroyer.
Okay, so it's something that I respected what you said when you came up. We have to read what we believe in, right? So how can you read what you believe in if it's not, if this isn't the one we're supposed to be reading? How do you believe in it?
Well, I don't know what you have. I'm saying
this is the noble Quran,
okay?
but this isn't the original Quran. It's not the original, right? According to your understanding, according to your belief.
Yeah, this is me talking.
Yeah.
This manufactured in America.
Yeah.
whatever they want to chop cover.
Okay.
But it comes from where it was supposed to come, and it had the actual writing it was supposed to be. It did.
So what Quran did you read that made you believe in the Quran?
Actually, that was real honest. What made me believe in Islam was called the Adan.
Was who?
Called the Adan.
The call of the Adan?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That's when you call a prayer. When you call a prayer. I was literally looking at 1585 at the serious time, stressed out and everything.
Uh-huh.
Someone started calling in. I thought it was song. They got mad at it because you don't sing it. And I kept saying, every time they think I called, my body went relaxed. Everything went calm. And I said to myself, I was talking to nobody. I couldn't understand why I was doing that. And then I went to somebody, I said, yo, what's that song you're singing? They got mad at it. That song, it's called prayer. And I was like, huh? And I'm like, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I used to be a Christian, I used to be a Baptist, then I became atheist. When I did my first bit, I was atheist. I didn't do anything. I believe if I could see, smell, taste it, I just believe it.
Okay.
But like I said, but once that came to me, I was like, but once I started reading the hadith and stuff like that,
Okay.
my thing was that got me to it wasn't what everyone said. My thing was I like the brotherhoodness. The kinds of everyone around you, whether they're Muslim or not. That's pretty much why me personally, I became brother. But I still didn't follow everything because, like I said, sometimes stuff can be corrupted. I know this. Within 1,000 years, stuff can change. I don't know, but my thing is, I take what I can take from it, and I always make sure that I do what I can do as best as my ability to keep the peace and try to show everybody, try to go the right way, not the wrong way.
Okay,
whether
so-
you believe in it, whether you believe it or not.
Okay. So,
Just believe what you believe in.
so from my understanding, the reason why you became a Muslim wasn't because you read the Quran. It was because of a prayer that you heard and because of the brotherhood.
No, it was called again. It was called true prayer.
It's called true prayer, right? So it wasn't because of what you read. It was because of you was called true prayer and brotherhood.
When I read that, wasn't the brother, it was calling to everybody.
And that's why you became a Muslim. It wasn't because you read it and understood it like you initially came. Because I respected that stance that you came up with, but you know that's what made me think that you became a Muslim because of what you read, and that's why I asked
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
If you read this Quran, that's why you believed in it, and you say yes. So then when we started going into it, it's just kind of changing.
When I read it, like I said, when you're in jail, you don't get a lot of.
Oh, you became Muslim because you was in jail.
Not in that aspect, because guess what? I still stay by myself. Because I don't get.
But you became Muslim in jail?
In the county.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when I was learning about it, like I said, I was reading some stuff. You know what I mean? That was good to me. I was reading the Bible, but I was learning Arabic a little bit too. Okay. But like I said, one thing that caught me the most was the fact thing is how we're supposed to show kind of those around you, and that's just the brotherhood. It's about all people, whether you're Muslim or not. Because you know what I mean. That's what my whole thing was like this. I was like, that's what I need. I need a positivity model.
Okay.
And this is what it was showing me. Now I've seen stuff in Islam that I don't agree with, and that's why I said if I go hellfire for not following through, then you know it is what it is. But me personally, I go by what I feel. You know what I'm saying? And whether I'm right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? I just know though, it's on the way. Is it? You know what I mean? God forgive. And if it's not, you know what I mean? Undo that.
All right, so look, I'm gonna show you something in the Quran. Bring this up. We teaching about God, sister. Right? We need more of this out here because all this destruction and evil out here. We need to bring our people to God.
That's right. Y'all gonna be at the parade tomorrow and stuff?
For Thanksgiving?
Yes.
You know what Thanksgiving is originated in?
I'm not talking about that. I'm just asking if y'all gonna be preaching at the parade.
Yeah, I'm a Puerto
not
Rican. I'm a Puerto Rican, a Taino Indian. Thanksgiving is a celebration of the genocide of my people.
Okay.
The only reason I will go over there is to commit a genocide on those people
That's
that
what I
commit a
thought you was
genocide
going
on
to do.
them.
That's what I thought you was going to do.
No, we're not
Oh,
going
okay.
to. We believe vengeance is of the Lord, but I wouldn't participate in the celebration of them stealing my land.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I wasn't worrying about it even. I'm down here.
It might be good to participate in the parade and teach. That might be a good thing.
That would be okay. That's what I thought you wanted to do.
Okay. That we might have to do that.
Ain't
Thank
nothing
you
wrong
for
with
that.
it. What time y'all be out tonight? What time y'all gonna
We
be out?
for probably another hour or something like that,
Okay.
depending, Lord willing, however the Lord wants us to be out
That's
here.
right. Let the Lord take you with
All right,
that.
sister, y'all Israelites, y'all the real Jews of the Bible. Y'all know Christ is a black man. Y'all know Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, is a black man. Yeah. So how they turn white?
I don't know.
Hell no.
That's a good question. How did they turn white?
It's called whitewashing.
I thought it was the sin that turned them.
No, see, black people stood in Antarctica and they turned white.
Okay. I knew it was something like
No,
that.
it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's what they want
I
us
thought
to
you
believe,
believed it.
though.
But
No,
that's
we
not-
don't believe that. We believe that y'all are God's people, and we got to turn back to the laws. That's why our children are dying so young. That's why we fill up these prison houses, because we are disobedient to God. So if we want our lives to change, and if we want to progress in life and actually be a people again, then we got to turn back to the Lord, and He's going to establish us as a people in the front of these nations. All right, we love y'all.
It's hard to turn back to the Lord when everybody don't want to turn back to the Lord.
We got to forget everybody and come to God.
There you go. Thank you. And
Right.
I came by myself.
Yeah, and you're gonna leave by yourself.
But you, I know that's
Yeah.
right. I keep telling you.
Right? So we gotta be right with God before we leave here. Right? Shalom. All praise. Shalom.
But I'm not gonna get dipped all the way. That's not the
We gotta go all the way, sister. We gotta go all the way for the Lord. Right? Now watch this in the Quran.
I gotta say something. These guys don't people don't pay attention to what they learn in school and all that. With the Christian one thing, the Christian telling us once he's clean, what do you ask for people, right? He
Yeah.
told him, I'm not gonna give you my neighborhood, but I will give you my prisoners as your shipmate. Now, what was the prison back then? Rapists, murderers, and everything else. So for almost 6 to a year at the sea, they come to land where the Indians were. You got a bunch of butt-naked people running around, and you got rapists, murderers, pedophiles on the sea. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you really think that you know what I mean, the story they give us in school is real? I was blind about it. I thought, no, it couldn't help, no. When you actually repeat what they were telling you, his true were prisoners, savages, and you bring them to the land.
All right, so watch this. King. Bring this up. It's coming out of the Quran. 2:44.
Al-Mawdah
It's
44.
Al-Maida.
Al-Maida 44. Verily, we did send down the Torah to Musa. Therein was guidance and light.
Right? The Quran is saying that the Torah is guidance and light.
That's what the Jews like.
Right.
That's why the Jews get punished when they get punished. They hide their religion. That's the Jews don't come out here and spread the religion like they're supposed to. They hide it from Jews.
Right. We don't do that. We don't believe that they're the real Jews. Right? But like we established, Christ is a black man in the Bible. Right? So how did the Jews become white? Right? So we don't believe that they're the real Jews. That's why they can't bring the Torah out here and bring light to the Torah like how we're doing, right? Because possibly this is the real Jew. This is the real Jew, I think. No, this is the real Jew. Right?
We're all real Jews.
No.
And that's why now we're
So
80 now.
Jew comes from the tribe of Judah. So there's 12 tribes of Israel. So all the Jews are Israelites, but all Israelites are not Jews. That's part of one
No, I
tribe.
mean like you know, like how everything all the going on, that's going on in the street right now.
But we don't believe everybody is a part of that neither. Because it can't be if he chose them out of all people. You know what I mean? It can't be everybody's that if a people was chosen out of all the other people. So keep going. This Surah 5 and 44.
By which the prophets who submitted themselves to Allah's will judged for the Jews.
All right, so the point is that the Torah is the guidance and light, and the prophets, the way they submitted themselves to Allah was by judging by the Torah. This is the right and wrong thing to do. This is what's going to happen if you do this and if you do this. This is how you submit to Allah according to Muhammad, right? According to Angel Jibril. Keep going.
And the rabbis and the priests too judged for the Jews by the Torah after those prophets. For to them was entrusted the protection of Allah's book.
So according to the Quran, Allah's book is the Torah. Do you know what the Torah is?
It's a big the Jews Bible. I actually have a Torah in my mother's house because her father was a German Jew. He has a Torah, and this house it's falling apart, but it's like old. It was all in. I forgot the language, but I can't read. But it's like and he brought that. His mother brought it over from when they came from over from Secret. My grandmother was in the war and all that. And my
Okay.
grandmother too.
Okay, so according to the Quran, if I want to be walking in light and not darkness, and I want to be guided correctly, what do I have to follow?
Back then it was Torah.
When did it change?
Oh, sure, I think that's right. Like I said, I don't know all the knowledge.
So why you say that then? If you said it was back then, like if it's not right now. Is Muhammad the last prophet?
I'll go like this.
You don't believe that Muhammad is the last prophet?
I put it like this.
I want to know.
I don't believe in that FOI thing, that Elijah Muhammad thing, no. But I believe that there's something coming. I believe there's something coming, and that's going to be, the last. But before Jesus comes down and calls us back up, because they all say,
Jesus?
No. I said something else is coming. And another call will come, and a lot of people, I ain't gonna, I say I'm in the book. I don't know, but I think something else is coming, and then after that, Jesus will come and bring, like I said, Jesus will come.
Jesus will come? You saying?
Well, the Bible said that also. They said Jesus is the one who comes back and makes people. Brings, So like, because they said when you hear the horns, only those that go to hear the horns, everybody else is gonna be walking around with the not hearing nothing. And when you serve with the Spirit, like,
So, the Islam faith believes that Muhammad is the last prophet. All right?
Yes.
Now, if there's no prophet that came after him, then when did it change? If he was the last one to make a statement about the revelation of Allah. So if he's the last one to make a statement on the revelation of Allah, and he's letting us know that the way that we walk in light and not darkness, the way of guidance, to be guided correctly, is from Allah's book. And Allah's book is the Torah, according to the Quran, right? You read that before? That's in Surah 5.
Like I said, I ain't gonna lie. My thing is,
okay, you didn't read the Quran.
No, I read I say, my thing is this. It's been a while since I've been in the book. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's something I forgot.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, something.
I understand.
My thing, stuff I was going with in my life, that I use drugs to get me to go away from everything.
It's fine.
I forget this, but my thing is this. I go by what I say out of my mouth is what I and only me took and believe it.
Okay.
I'm not speaking for any other Muslim, because Islam, because a lot of times people are speaking with no, I will never do that, because at the end of the day, it's coming out of my mouth, nobody else's. So I don't think for what I may took it, but I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But it's what I took out of it, and what my gut is like telling me, I feel sometimes, you know what I mean? But I will never ever say, oh, this is Islam now, because I can't say that. I don't know the whole Quran front and back like that. I don't know all the stories. Okay. I don't know all the problems on that. And so to read here say, oh, how can I speak for a whole nation if I don't know the book myself? That's a contradiction.
So we do know it, though. And we know that's why we come out here. We come out to the public to show what's in these books.
Yeah.
And in the masjid, nobody can just go in there and say, hey, I got questions, right? You've been to Jum'ah. Yeah, you can't ask questions at Jum'ah.
I can.
You can?
I mean, the one thing I just you can, if you email anything, when we were done prayer, you walk in email, I have a question.
Okay.
And then when you answer, it's sure we get an answer. And when you give proof, it has you, when you got the proof, have you all followed by, I believe it was 3 other, but similar, I'm sure. I'm not pretty sure it's been a while since
Are you walking in darkness?
Yes.
How do you get out of that darkness and walk in the light?
Change my ways.
You have to follow this Torah. If you believe in this Quran is telling you that the way of light is this Torah. And this will be coming out here to show our people. We know our people walk in the darkness. We know the darkness that you went because we were all in this darkness. We were homeless, without families, we lost children, we lost those that we love. All of us here have been in and out of prison. We understand the things that our people are going through as a nation of people. And the reason why we're going through this is because we're not listening to what Allah said. And Allah said that the way you submit to Him is by following the judgments of this Torah. And we want you to live in that light. We are in it. We're living it. And it's not only for us, it's for you too. But you have to change your life. We can't change it for you. If you say you believe in this God and you want to follow God and you believe in a judgment day, and these people are going to get judged, it's going to be a hellfire. It'll be better, wouldn't you in that day wish that you just stopped doing those things and now that you're melting in fire? Right?
Yeah,
nothing is worth melting in that fire.
I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to sound a little crazy, but like, in my life right now, I'm in stepping stones, right? People now, I'm not from here. I'm from Canyon, New Jersey, Canyon County, right?
Yeah.
When I ended up out here, right, I was in Pension. I said, if you can't get clean, if you can't, you got to go out there. I told them, I didn't go out there where I started from and get clean, because I can't get clean here in Pension. 3 years after Thanksgiving, I'll have 2 years clean off the board, right? Now, people like, why are you so homeless? Because it's that being is like this. My blood family turned back to me. yes, it hurt, and also the gift for them, but sometimes I feel the law, penalty, they help people out too. But I think I might be too far where I need to stop helping and help myself, but it's hard for me, because I got a big heart, and I like to help, like, every day, I mean, every day I say people's lives, but it's easy, it's like, it feels good, I feel alive, I feel like I'm, you know what I mean?
Follow me, King. Is anything that you're doing today worth the hellfire that you're going to receive?
This gonna sound crazy, but yeah.
It is worth it.
Saving lives, yeah.
Saving lives? Well, saving lives, I want to say, is wicked, right? That'll probably get you out of hellfire, right? But it's other things that you're doing that is going to get you to hellfire, right? So is those things that you're doing, is it worth receiving that hellfire? Right, so when is you going to make that choice? And not just a choice, when are you going to be compelled to move, to follow in this life that Allah's promises here for you?
I can't stop punishing myself.
Why not?
It's my past.
So stop punishing yourself and start bringing blessings to your life. Why are you choosing to be cursed instead of blessed?
You know, a lot of them started selling drugs. I was sad back there. I just did a lot of lies.
Would you save a 9-year-old child from a man having sex with her? You will? That's wrong?
Man,
A grown man having sex with a 9-year-old girl, is that wrong in your eyes?
yeah.
Would you ever follow somebody that's doing that?
No.
No? Let me see this. I need yours, because you're on here. I wanted it here for you. Damn it. All right, here we go. So I need you to read this.
But you gotta leave time too. Time different.
Hold on, King, I got you. You're on Sunnah. Quran has got it. The Sunnah is not the Quran. All right, so look. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. You told me that you read the Quran, right? Yeah, now watch this.
That the Prophet married her.
Read it, Sahih al-Bukhari, then give us a number.
Right. Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih al-Bukhari, book 5133.
The Aisha.
I never read the book.
Okay, do you know who Aisha is?
Who?
Aisha?
No.
You don't know who Aisha is? This is Muhammad's wife. Okay?
Like I said, I didn't get that far because, like I said, when I learned, even when I was in the street,
It's fine, King. We went that far for you, and I'm going to show you. All right? Now watch this.
That the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old and consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old.
All right, so Muhammad was 54 years old, I believe, or 56 years old when he married Aisha at 6 years old. And when he consummated, he consummated the marriage means he solidified that marriage. And the way you do that is through sexual intercourse. He had sex with a 9-year-old girl. So the same person that you follow is the same person that you will save children from. You know that?
so I did.
I'm going to put it like this.
I know what you're saying, but
Leave this alone, King, and come to the guidance and light, because that Torah is your history. This is your traditions and your customs. This is the only thing that's going to get you and our people as a nation out of this predicament that we're in.
Right.
This ain't, we can't just worry about ourselves. I would love to be at home with my children. I work all week. I get today and tomorrow off, right? And at night, what we doing for a couple hours is gathering together to come and teach our people. This is what we sacrifice at times with our families, at times with our children. My bro just dropped his son off to come out here and cry to our people. We got to stop being selfish and not worry about me, what I'm going through. And the only way we're going to get delivered and brought out of the predicament that we're in is if we uplift our nation together.
Can I ask you something? I do understand what you're saying, and yes, I understand what I said to you. Let me ask you a question, right?
Good question.
About, when I stopped a man from having
Would you stop a man from having sex with a 9-year-old girl?
I said, yeah.
Yes.
Because, now, my thing is this. Different times back there were different. Because my grandmother, my grandmother.
You think there was a time when grown men was having sex with 9-year-old girls? You think that there was a time when that was okay?
To be honest with you, yeah. Because back then.
You know they do it today?
Let
me see your phone.
I'll be honest with you, I don't even want to, like, you know what I mean, because I'm a child of molestation, so I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean, but I know what it's all about, but it's like me, like this. My whole thing is, back then, I believe it's different how it is now. How it's more of a, how sexualization is publicized as the way it is. You got little girls running out the back of, like, 12-year-olds act like 12-year-olds now. 15 they act like 2. When I was 15, I mean, the girls when I was 15, just like how they were like her. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, and I just, the times were different back then, and it wasn't the same. But like I said, I don't know, and I don't.
Picture an 80-year-old's wedding night. A night that should be filled with dreams and innocence, but instead it's a night of unimaginable horror and pain. Now imagine it leading to her untimely death. A death that could have been prevented, a life that could have been lived. Today we're talking about Rawan, an 8-year-old girl from Yemen. Her story is not just a tragic headline, it's a stark reminder of the harsh realities faced by many young girls.
Based on the online news report published on September 9, 2013, 10:01 Greenwich Mean Time at Wabba.
This is from the news.
An 8-year-old bride in Yemen died from internal injuries on her wedding night, bleeding to death after deep honeypottle tearing caused by sex with her 40-year-old husband.
Look at this. This is as recent. I'm gonna show you how recent this is.
Tired of that old furnace driving up your energy bills? This Black Friday we're going to give you a high efficiency system with a free air conditioning unit included. That's up to. We're back with our world lead now and a distressing story out of Afghanistan, showing the harsh reality of the humanitarian crisis engulfing the country, especially post-Taliban rule. Desperate families so impoverished, they tell CNN they have no choice but to sell their young daughters into some twisted form of marriage. In this exclusive report, CNN witnesses the tragic fate facing these helpless little girls.
So the same people that follow Muhammad and the Arabs that do that in their country, they're still marrying 9-year-old children today. And it's okay with them in their country. They're not getting punished. The Muslims aren't stoning them for doing this. This is actually a way of living.
Cultural belief structure.
Huh?
That's a cultural belief structure.
And was Muhammad a part of this cultural belief structure?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
He had sex with a 9-year-old girl. He was an Arab.
But listen, what you read to me, I don't know what that situation.
The Sahaya Abu Bakr.
No, I'm saying, but like I said, like, you read to me. Now, if I go in some other, you know what I mean? Like I said, because we're supposed to get from, so other people should answer probably the same. Because like I said, there's a lot of false information out there. I'm not saying you shame is false. For me personally, like some of the nowadays, no, I don't agree with it. And like I said, if I'm wrong for what I say, it's so be it. If I get my ass tomorrow by Muslims for saying it, it's so be it. I don't agree with it, and I would never do it. Like I said, I speak for myself. I speak for all.
Sahaya Abu Bakr, you know the authenticity of Sahaya Abu Bakr? This is one of the highest hadiths.
No, I mean, I give a shit, but I'm saying in terms of, right, I can sit there and say, Sahara on paper, say, oh, this was said about him, and it might not be something he really said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you guys will give me false information, but I don't know. So, like I said, I can information for you. So if I go to another, other brothers say, is this true? And they show me it, then yeah, okay, I mean, I can go with it. But right now, I can't really go with it because I don't know for a fact. Even though you're getting information, now it's my job as a Muslim to pursue it now, to make sure that what you're giving me is true.
And I recommend that you do that. Yeah, and ask an Arab. Ask an Arab if Sahaya Abu Bakr,
I know where they're on.
Yeah, so how are you going to move forward after you find out that he did?
I'll be real honest with you, brother. I've been going on my own even back when I was That's why I got jumped by Muslims in jail, because there's something I didn't agree with. And they didn't like me for doing that. Okay. But my thing was this. I based on the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Do what I do as peaceful as I can. Try to fix my temple, which I was doing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I come out here, make God's planet how it's supposed to be for us. The people, treat them, whether they follow you or not, treat them how they're supposed to treat with respect. Whether they win or whatever. Follow it. He can tell you. Follow the laws of the land. You know what I'm saying?
Follow the laws of the land.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm say this. Now,
Leviticus 26. Hold on. But the laws of the land tell you to celebrate Halloween. They tell you to celebrate Christmas. That's Shirk al-Akbar. You can't participate in any pagan. Okay, so that'd be how does that work?
Well, I mean, this is what I should have. Let's just follow it. I'm talking about from like, because they got me put in prison like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't follow.
Oh, so you follow the laws of the land and stay away from prison.
Certain things I should be doing. You know what I mean? Boom. I should be out here doing what I should do as the Lord telling you, as God is telling me to do. To be a humble person and to be kind to those around me, whether they feel where I live or not. You know what I'm saying? Feed those I can help feed. Clothes I can. Every day I do every day. Every day at 400 morning, I'm up here cleaning up food. It ain't mine. Clean up trash. I feed you. I can clothe it. And guess what? There's another church you're not supposed to.
You know your 6 articles of faith?
I did, but I forgot.
Okay, so part of your 6 articles of faith is that you have to believe in the Torah, the Psalms, the prophets, and the Injil, right? So we want to read one of the prophets. Watch this.
God. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is the people robbed and spoiled.
Right, the people of God, the people of this Torah, Jesus Christ is a black man. So the same people that's related to Jesus Christ has been robbed and spoiled.
They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses.
Right? How many of your people you see in prison? A lot, right? The majority of the prison house is filled with your people, right?
I was like, shut up with Bucks County, it was like that.
What?
Now, when I first went to Bucks County, I thought they were putting the PC in. I saw more white guys in minority.
Bucks County?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never saw some white guys in. I never saw some white people in jail. I mean, when I go to jail, you know what I mean, it's either Hispanic or black. You know
Okay.
I mean, I might see like an Asian 1 or 2, or maybe a couple of Hindus,
Right.
but
the majority, because Bucks County, that was a county jail, right?
Yeah.
So that's a holding facility.
Yeah,
that's not a state prison.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like and even like from Jersey, you don't see that many white guys in the county. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said when I went to Bucks. I didn't realize, you know,
how many white people was in jail.
Yeah, I'm like,
but your experience, you went to a white county and saw white people locked up there. It makes sense. But where we are, right, and even upstate, how many, you been upstate? Okay, so who was still in that prison house? Was it white people? Who was it?
Mostly Hispanics and blacks.
Mostly Hispanics and blacks. And so the Bible is saying that his people is hid in prison houses. So who is his people?
The ones locked in chains.
What?
The ones locked in chains.
The ones that's locked in chains, the children of Israel. These are his people. The same people that Allah favors and gave a covenant to. Right? And the reason why he favors us is because he gave us these laws, this book of Moses, the book that was given to Musa, the guidance in the light, so that we can live in the light and be guided correctly. But we're not living in this light. So now we're living in darkness, which is in this prison house, which the majority of our people are in. And in order to get out of this situation that you see your people in, we have to come back to this Torah. And this is our message to you and our message to everybody that's a part of your nation. The only way that this is going to work, the only way that you're going to be filled with whatever you're looking for, because you're empty, you're finding, you're chasing something, and you're going to find it once you come to this Torah. And the more that you keep putting it away, the more that you keep saying, maybe another time, I'm not ready for it, you're putting yourself at risk of being outside in the storm and not inside where you can be protected, right? Gotta bring you home, man. Just like your mom and your dad, if you told them that you were sorry and you're going to stop doing the things that you've done, and if you accept that you were wrong and accept the punishment of the punishment that you received because of the doings that you did wrong, your parents will accept you in, right? Your family will accept you if you just humbled yourself, right? And the same thing is with God. All we got to do is humble ourselves, admit that we was in sin, admit that we went against Him, and accept the things that happened to us as a punishment from Him. And then change our lives. And I promise you, man, we all witnesses of it. We all witnesses of the change, of the blessings that the Most High God can give us. And we wouldn't be out here if it wasn't real. You got the same opportunity. You homeless, what you got to lose, King? What do you have to lose but worship God? So what you should do, since you got more time than any of us up here, what you should be doing is studying and catching up with all the wisdom and understanding that we have, You have all the time in the world to gain that wisdom and understanding. So that while we not able to be out here teaching the people, you out here and you can show them who they are and prove all things to them and actually be a soldier for something that's bigger than what we know. Bigger than the government, bigger than Donald Trump, bigger than a nuclear bomb. We got the Most High God, King, and you can be on that side, but you got to choose, man. Let me get Deuteronomy 30 and 15. You got to choose which side you want to be on. And you can live in your darkness. You can say, I want to stay here. Or you can make a decision and say, I want to start living in this light. Right? Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15. See, I have set before you.
Sorry. Can I just grab my stuff? Because it's getting late now and that's when the thieves come out. And that's all my stuff.
Go ahead, King. Read this anyway.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15.
What's up, King? You believe in God, King? King, my brother, you believe in God, King? Nah. Yeah, all right, you listen, I know this speaker real loud, so bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15. See, I have set before thee this day life and good.
King, he set before you, King. You got life and good. What else?
And death and evil.
You got a choice. You got life and good, and you got death and evil.
In that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God.
So what?
To love the Lord thy God.
King, we want you to love God. But how are you going to love him?
To walk in his ways.
So what?
To walk in his ways.
King, God is commanding you to love him and to walk in his ways. How do we walk in these ways?
And to keep his commandments.
How do we walk in his ways?
And to keep his commandments.
This is how we walk in the ways of God. Written in the Bible, the Torah, the Psalms, the prophets, and the Injil. Written in the Quran. The way to walk in God in his ways is by walking in the Torah. This is the light. This is the guidance. But our people are in darkness, King, and we got to choose what we're going to continue to live in. We're going to continue to live in this light, or we're going to we're going to continue living in this dark, or we're going to come to this light and see what it's hitting for. So we can see the truth. You can't see the truth without the light, King. You can't see anything in the dark. In the dark, there's nothing to be revealed. The only time you're going to reveal what's there is when you put some light on it. Keep going.
And his statutes, and his judgments.
His judgments. The prophets submitted themselves to Allah by following his judgments. Keep going.
That thou mayest live.
Thou mayest what?
Live.
Listen, King, our kids is dying young. They 14, 7. They got switches. I never had a switch in my life. And these 14-year-old kids got switches, man. And they got no control. They got no training on how to control this pressure. And they hitting everybody else's kids. Right? Right? So who's teaching them better? Who's showing them the light? Because they live in the darkness. Who's giving them the guidance? If we're not giving them the guidance, then it's our fault for not showing them the way. Keep going.
And multiply. And the Lord thy God shall bless thee in the land whither thou goest to possess it.
Right, he's going to bless you wherever you at, King.
But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away, and worship other gods, and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish.
What's going to happen?
Ye shall surely perish.
So these kids is dying. He said, if you turn away from him and you follow a different God, somebody that who said that we all follow the same God, but there's a way he's telling us to follow him. And if we're not following him the way he said, then we're turning away from him. We're not worshiping him. And he said they're surely going to perish. And it's because nobody's out here teaching these kids on how to live, on how to follow God. They're perishing. Are you going to save their life? You out here to save their life. Right? This is how you want to receive your redemption, how you want to receive your salvation is by saving their life. How you going to save it if we're not showing the right way to live? How you going to save them from God? Yeah.
I'll tell them where to go.
Where are we going? Tell me where to go.
Like I said.
Tell me where to go.
I told you. I don't know,
brother, me, I tell, if it was his brother, I tell him, he's a man. If not,
I tell him to go to God.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you're turning the books now, I tell them to read. I tell them to read something.
You're turning them to other gods, King.
No, when I tell them to read, when I tell them to read something, I'm not just telling them to read the Quran. I'm telling them to read all books, the Bible, the Torah.
You're turning them to other gods. If you tell them to read everything, you're confusing them. How about you learn about the God, learn about the true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and show them where to go, where the wisdom and understanding is. Show them the way. You can say, down there, somewhere down there is where you're going to find your location.
I'm not saying like that. I'm talking like,
they're going to be wandering, going all over the place trying to find their way. You got to bring them there. And as long as you bring them to the water, it don't mean that they're going to drink it. But at least you brought them there and you washed your hands. Like, listen, I gave you the water. You made the decision not to drink it. Let me get Leviticus 19 and 17. Keep going.
And that ye shall not prolong your days upon the land.
If we don't follow God, we're not going to live long.
Whither thou passest over Jordan to go to possess it. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live.
The only way you can truly and effectively save the lives of these children is by telling them to choose life and follow his ways and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments.
I have a question. You got to say something.
We are the favorite of Allah, the children of Israel. We can prove the prophecy, history, and archaeology.
No, real answer, because like I said all the time, when I give people knowledge and tell them what I've learned, I tell them, look for it, this is what I know. Like I said, I'll walk with them because we'll learn together. Because they say every day to learn the process. But my thing is also, when they read, I tell them, don't just read to follow, read to learn.
Yeah.
Because that way, when you read everything and read between the lines, and you'll pick up, because God will always guide you right back. So while you reading anything, he'll let you shine into your eyes, let you know what you're reading is real or bullshit.
So what you see?
I ain't gonna lie, right now I'm blind.
You're blind, and that's...
I'm blind because of the fact that I'm off the dope, but I still do a certain drug that keeps the wisdom of my head down. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't lash out because I'm still doing medication because of the trauma I'm through. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I can't fully 100% say certain things. That's why I'm not. You know what I mean? That's why I don't go to the other man. You know, if I don't cover because I feel like it's a contradiction. I'm still short, you know, I'm functional, talk to you all that, so I'm still showing my body inside.
What you got to lose by following the Torah that Allah said to follow?
Well, it is. I never read it.
What you got to lose? If by studying and following.
That's what I'm saying. I never read it. Now, you tell me, now I'm more inclined to pick up and read it.
At least try it, right?
Okay, I'll look at it. I'll read it. But technically, a story tells us they were supposed to read the Bible and the Torah. Not just right. So my thing is, I never read the Torah because, like I said, I mean, my grandma was a German Jew, but...
Do you have a Bible?
Huh?
Do you have a Bible?
Bro, these people still source of it every day. I had the Bible.
Do you have a Bible?
Not anymore. I work on it. They burnt it. They fire keeps them warm.
They burn the Quran.
They burned the Quran and the Bible, and I got 2 foot over that shit. Okay, because the one that the burnt you pulled out, I had exactly one just like that one. That a brother, they came over from Mecca, brought to me, and gave it to me. And these people stole it from me and burnt it while I was feeding somebody and helping a girl who was getting the part out. I'm helping an OD. They're robbing my stuff. Then I'm going to next know I see my 3 books, burning. And I'm like, yo, you serious right now? And, you know.
So we're going to go to the Torah, the light and the guidance from the book of Allah to show you why it's important to teach these children so that they can prolong their days and live. Bring us up.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Do not nurse hatred in your heart for any of your relatives. Confront people directly so you will not be held guilty for their sin.
You're going to be held guilty for their sins. No, you gotta hear me. It says if you don't rebuke your people and tell them to live correctly, then you're going to be held guilty for their sins. Now you can try to save the life of anybody, but the only way to truly save them is by telling them to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And this ain't for everybody. We're not out here saving Chinese people. We're not out here saving Arab people. We're not out here saving white people. Because our people need to be saved. Ain't nobody sending us food. Ain't nobody selling us military aid. Nobody sending us military weapons to fight against ICE, to fight against this government from putting a knee on our neck and unjustifiably imprisoning us, unjustifiably killing us. No nation is rising up against this government for doing that to our people. Rape, rob, murder, and enslavement, taking our last name, taking our language, taking our land. This is still happening right now. We're paying taxes to these same people that did these things to us. And now one nation of people is saying, let them go.
We're not including paying taxes. And another thing is, like that law they have, you can still be working if you don't know the law. And I tell them the time. If you have to tell them the time, like I'll tell my wife, no law if you break the law. And a lot of people don't know that. That's why when they get charged with it, oh, I didn't know about it, they tell you it doesn't matter. Because no schools teach. I feel like, when you taught the law, I've never. Back then, they used to teach you the law in school. They don't do it anymore. Why is that? Because they passed the law. It don't matter if you don't know the law, you can still break and get arrested.
No school ever taught me the laws of God.
No, I'm talking back.
Talk about the laws of America, right? I mean, so we a real school. And we teaching our people the laws of God and how to be protected. And what you have to do as being God's people, whether you want to be or not, you God's people. And your ancestors made a contract with your forefathers, and you have to follow it whether you want to or not. And this is why you're in the predicament that you're in. The things that's coming upon you, these curses that you're going through, this darkness that you're living in, right? They don't need saving. They don't know anybody. I guarantee they don't know nobody in jail. They don't know nobody that's a victim of gun violence. They're not watching their back at 1 o'clock in the morning when they're walking through the streets of Philly. Right? But we do. We're unsafe. We have no assurance of our life, whether we're going to live to see 18, whether we're going to live to see tomorrow, where we're going to get our next meal from. These other nations ain't going through that, but we are.
You turned 42 in the night, and I'm actually shocked that I made it.
Right? And I'm 37, I think, and I'm shocked that I made it that far. Right? Bring this up.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 17. The young men of Avon and...
Well, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the children of God. Y'all the people that the Quran speaks about. Y'all the people that the Bible speaks about. And we got to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments to give our children a chance at life. Because our children is getting gunned down. Our fathers and our brothers is filling up them prison houses. And we don't have nobody to turn to. We don't have a nation that's going to help our people. And it's only going to be the Most High God that's going to save us from these disasters that's coming to this land. It's going to be World War III coming, y'all. It's going to be famines and lack of food. They're going to start running in Walmart. And when Walmart ain't got food, they're going to start running in Grandma's house. And the only way that y'all gonna be protected is by following the law, statutes, and commandments. Because once they in Grandma's house, you're gonna be too late when you get there. Bring it out.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 17. The young men of Avon.
3 and 17. It said that we gotta confront our people directly and let them know that they're sinning, so that we don't be held accountable for their sins. Bring this out.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made unto the house of Israel.
Right, this is the best position to have, King. Forget a job. The Most High God said that you can be a watchman over your nation.
Right.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right, God has given a warning to the children of Israel.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning.
Right. God is saying these little kids is getting gunned down because of their sins. If you're not warning them that the reason that this is happening is because of their disobedience, what's going to happen?
Nor speakest to warn the wicked from his evil, from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Right? The child is going to die in his sins, but what?
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
So you can save them all you want, but if you're not warning them that the reason why they're going through these things is because of their disobedience, they're going to die anyway. You can help them today, but they're going to go through the punishment of God. And all that work that you try to do by saving that person's life that day, you're still going to be held guilty. You're not even going to get a reward for that. The reward comes with warning our people why. We have to come down to the root reason of why we're going through this. How can we fix this? Chinese people don't go through this. East Indians don't go through what we go through. White people don't go through what we go through. It's a curse that's on our nation. There's a dark cloud over everywhere we at. Chicago, Detroit, Philly, Camden, Florida, California, everywhere we at, we killing each other. We selling guns to, we selling drugs to each other. Our women half naked walking around and selling their bodies for lashes and nails done to get their phone bill paid. These kids got mommy and daddy credit card. They ain't gotta worry about that. Keep going.
Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Right? So you want to save them, but you want to save yourself too. And the only way you want to do that, King, is by warning our people. So save their life, man. Learn this. You take the responsibility. Somebody has to be an example. And just because you might be in a lower predicament than everybody else, don't mean that you can't be used by God. You can be used more than any one of us because you got the time to do it. So be used, man. Let the Most High God take over your body and your spirit and go and warn our people and truly save their life, man.
I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, I'm on way with it because I hate. Like I said, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, best to do the best of my ability.
Listen, this is a Bible. Read it, man. Put it to work and apply it to your life. The first 5 books is where you're going to find the Torah, the Allah's book, the guidance and the light that's written in the Quran that he told you is his book. You're the Jew that has protection over that book. So protect that thing, man. And don't let nobody lie against it. Learn it and defend it like how you would these little children that's getting touched on by these old men. Because that's the only thing that's going to protect these children from these men. God is the only one that's going to protect us in the times that we're not around to protect them. So take that responsibility, King. It's your responsibility. Take it. Learn that. We out here every week. We come out here. We try to come out here twice a week. Find us, man. Right now it's going to be Wednesday and Thursday at 6:30. Wednesday here at 6:30. Love Park on tomorrow we're going to be at.
I travel all over the Philly because like what I do, I clean the streets of the city because I'm trying to
listen, clean the streets up by showing them.
No, I'm just saying, but like sometimes I don't know where I'm going to go because like I said,
I'm telling you where we're going to be. And if you truly want to learn, man, if you want to understand what's in there, you want to understand prophecy and how to defend this, and if you want to witness us defend this Bible against Muslims and Christians and atheists and anybody, we defend this against everybody, King. And we can confound a Muslim, we can confound a Christian, we can confound an atheist when it comes to God. And you can witness that. And not only can you witness that, you can do it. God's name is Yahweh. And his son name, who they call Jesus, is Yahweh Shah. When you pray to that east, don't pray to the cobblestone. Pray to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and call on the name Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh, the name of God, Bashim in the name of Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And pray for guidance and light. Pray to be led in the right direction, and I promise you he will, man, if you sincerely mean it. Call on his name, because if I called you by a different name, you going to answer me? No, right? So call on God, who his name is, man. His name is Yahweh. Say it. Yahweh. Why not?
Can't call Jesus God.
Jesus, I never said Jesus was God, and we don't believe that Jesus is God. Jesus' name is Yahweh Shai. God's name is Yahweh the Father. The Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his name is Yahweh. And Jesus Christ is not God. He's the Son of God. You don't believe that neither? How was Jesus born?
I'm not if he was born all that, but like I said, I mean, I don't know. I'm glad, like I said, I'm not gonna say lie, I'm not gonna say, but and certain things that won't come out of my mouth until I know, so I feel as though I'm right about it, and it's going against y'all.
Surah 3 and 45.
Certain won't come out of my mouth.
That's why we out here, gang, to show you. Surah 3. Watch this.
Hey, what time did you get that?
We gonna probably leave it soon, but we out here tomorrow.
What time did you get that?
Leaving?
No, 8 o'clock.
Oh, 8 o'clock.
Surah 3 and 45. Remember when the angel said, O Miriam, Mary, verily Allah gives you the glad tidings of a word. Be, and he was, Isa, the son of Miriam, Mary. From him, his name will be the Messiah. Jesus, the son of Mary, held in honor in this world and in the hereafter, and will be one of those who are near Allah.
47.
He will speak to the people in the cradle and in manhood, and he will be one of the righteous. She said, "O my Lord, how shall I have a son when no man has touched me?"
She said, nobody ever had sex with her.
He said, so it will be, for Allah creates what he wills. When he has decreed something, he says to it only, be, and it is.
Right? So according to the Quran, Mary was born, had Jesus, without a man ever having sex with her. Okay, so who is his father? If he's not the son of God, then who is he? Because Allah said, I'm going to say that it's going to be, and it is. And he created Jesus in the stomach of Mary without a man entering into her. So if he doesn't have a father, then who is his dad? It has to be Allah. He the one who said it, and it was. So what is the issue with saying that Christ is the son of man? Was Muhammad born like that? No. So the person that's written in this Quran that was born out of a miracle, we don't follow him, but we follow Muhammad? How?
I just don't call him the virgin. I don't call him God. That's what
I never called him God.
I just don't think it. That's what I don't do.
Yeah, me neither.
Other than that, I probably, yeah. And you know, like I said, he's the God of you all, the son and daughter of God. You know what I mean? It's just that God's people like the people stop to believe, he has showed them, and Jesus gave Jesus the same God his power, and showed his power to people. Like, look, I can make a child come to a woman without her being consummated, and I'm showing you.
And guess what? We don't believe that. We believe that she had sex with a man because that's what the Bible says. And we can prove that, right? But that's not even the point. The point is I want you to call on God's name because you wouldn't answer me if I called you Justin. Hey, Justin, you want to answer? So who you calling? Call on his name, and his name is Yahweh. He's going to answer your prayers, then. Just move right and ask for him to help you move right. You got any questions for us?
I barely know.
Read that Bible, man. Put that Bible to use. Because I could have gave that to anybody.
I put everything. Every time someone gives me a book to read, I read it.
Read it.
I don't do like the other kind of...
And if you got questions, find us, man. Write your questions down. Be like, damn, I want to know what this means. And don't forget it. Write it down. And when you come up to us, have a piece of paper that's going to have us, let me go to work for you. I got questions. I want you to answer them. And we're going to answer your questions. And we're going to show you that this wisdom is in these streets and it's not in anywhere, in any building that you go to. All right, Ken, we love you, man. And Lord willing, man. I mean, today's the Sabbath. I mean, the Quran even talks about the people who don't keep the Sabbath. They're evildoers. Keep the Sabbath, man. Don't buy or sell nothing. Don't light up no fires today. And it's going to be until tomorrow night. Start somewhere. Start following God somewhere and start applying it to your life. And show him that you want to take him serious. And he'll start taking you serious. All right? Anybody else teaching? All right, King. You believe in God, King? My brother, you believe in God? What God do you believe in? Huh? What God do you believe in? Jesus Christ? You believe Jesus Christ is God? He's the Son of God. You see that? You see my brother know too. You know what I mean? So what you believe about God? For whose sins? Let me get Matthew 1 and 21. Let me get Matthew 26.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, they are one. Jesus Christ is the Holy Ghost. And they see the man. You know, you can see what he said. He ain't gonna go do it. But you got to be just the way I've not seen and heard.
Right. Yeah, where we hear it at? Where do we hear it at? It's in the Bible. All praise to the Most High, man. I like how you answer, but listen, I'm gonna bring out 2 scriptures for you. That's cool? All right, watch this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
So Christ is saving his people from their sins. Who is his people? Acts 5:31. Who is his people? Huh? He said that he died for his people's sins. All right, now look, I'm gonna show you.
Come. This is the book of Acts chapter 5 and verse 30. Matthew 2 and 6. Come. This is the book of Matthew chapter 2 and verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel.
Our people who?
Israel.
Right, his people Israel. So who is Christ's people? The Israelites. And whose sins did he die for? The Israelites. I'm gonna show you one more. All right, watch this.
The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men.
We ought to obey God rather than men, and we find the words of God in the Bible. Keep going.
The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him has God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior.
Right. What happened? What you said? Feed the man. How about you would be walking by telling somebody else what to do? How about you stand up to your standard? You don't know nothing about what we just did with this brother. Right. Hold on, one more thing. He said that he died and was risen up by his right hand to be a what?
Him has God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior.
A prince and a savior.
For to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
Right. Christ died and was risen up to be a prince and a savior, to give repentance to the children of Israel and to forgive their sins. All right. Who's the Israelites? Yeah. This is who Christ's people are. This is who he died for. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Us. Yeah, that's you, King. So Christ died for your people, not for all people. Because your people need to be saved from the police brutality. Your people need to be saved from America and from ICE and from all these things that's coming upon us. From prison, from homelessness, man. All these things that our people go through, all the atrocities that no nation is helping us with. Right? He came and died and to save you. So turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep the laws of God so that you can be a part of that saving, okay? Because if you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, he's going to say, I never knew you. Get away from me. All right? We love you, King. All praise to the Most High. Right? All praises to the Most High. He was digging in his stuff. That was his property. What's up? Can you believe in God?
That was his.
Yeah, what God you believe in?
I would describe it as energy that just watches over us.
Okay. A deity. A higher power. A higher power. Where can we find out about your higher power?
I would say this connection that I have.
The connection that you have? So
I don't really have like a strong belief on one side. I think it resonates. I can go from there.
all right, let me give an explanation of what we believe, if you don't mind. All right, look, real quick. We believe in this Bible, King. This Bible is the only thing that has prophecies that was written thousands of years ago that your people was going through today. All the things from us filling up them prisons, our children getting gunned down, us, your last name ain't even the last name of your forefathers. Your last name is the last name of your slave master. All right, your language is the same language of your slave master. They stole your people and brought them over here to the Americas where you're being oppressed and being put in prisons, right? They police brutality, all these food stamps that you need to depend on another nation for, that they taken away from our people. This is all written, King. Your history is written here. And there's a way to follow this higher power, all right? And it's by keeping his law, statutes, and commandments Like how we keep the laws of America, so that we avoid punishment from them. We got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of God so we can avoid punishment from him, right? We love you, man. I mean, these children getting gunned down came in this for a reason. It's all written. So let's save these children, right, before they go missing. All right. Shalom, that means peace and blessings. Brother, you believe in God, King? What you believe about him?
All praise.
What you say?
That he don't fuck with me.
Who don't fuck with you? Your husband? God? Yeah, you want some strong drink? Yeah. Be safe, King. Yo, keep these law, statutes, and commandments so that you can be loved by God, man.
She said God don't fuck with me.
Well, God hates sinners, King. I agree that you're chosen, but there's something that you have to do by being a chosen. You're chosen, but you have a responsibility, King.
That was completely the Lord.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You're chosen. So follow that, man. You mean? Wear it and accept the responsibility that comes with that. If not, we're going to get fired from being the chosen.
He the salvation. She knew the truth. She was like, yeah, God don't fuck with me.
Yeah, she knew the truth. She said, God don't fuck with me.
She think God gonna be like, I do fuck with you. You gonna slide him again.
Yeah, just go take care of my son real quick.
That crumb.
No.
Is that my head mama? Yeah?
No, that's a big.
No. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Y'all Arabs?
Bangladesh?
Bangladesh? What's up? Can you believe the God, King? You guys cool, man. You guys favorite people. We gotta turn back in the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why our kids getting gunned down, okay? That's why we filling up the prison houses, because we listen to the white man but don't listen to God. What happened with Black Wall Street? What happened with the move bombing? We tried, King, it don't work. That's why nobody's doing it now.
Seneca Village.
Yeah, but it's not working, King. It's not liberating our nation. Right? We still getting gunned down. Our children still getting shot, King. Right? Our children filling up them prisons, man. Our children got switches and shooting up everybody on the block. Right? These businesses that we build and ain't helping our community, it's just helping you. Right? I got a family coming down. Let me see if we get a reaction. All praises to the Most High God. Let me get Hosea 4:6.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed.
What God said?
My people are destroyed.
What's up with my brother right here?
My people are destroyed.
Right, God's people is destroyed. Y'all hear that? God's people is destroyed. Where y'all from? Puerto Rico? Where y'all from? Puerto Rico? Yeah? Boricua? All praises to the Most High. Y'all know we wasn't always Puerto Rican, right? We were the Taino Indians. The land of Puerto Rico was called Borican. Borican. That's a Hebrew word. We are the Tainos. We are the Ibaros, the Hebreos from the tribe of Ephraim. The Most High God's favorite people. Right? Bring this up.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
But we call ourselves Puerto Rican. We call our land Puerto Rico. We say we black and we American. Because we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You hear that? Do you hear that? Excuse me. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? India? America.
No, you're not. Stop lying.
Cut the crap.
Cut that crap.
You see that? It said God's people destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Our people calling themselves a color out of a crayon box and they ain't even the color of their skin. They saying they African and American. That's a lack of knowledge. right? God's people destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Where y'all from? How y'all doing?
Don't talk.
Hey, buddy.
No salvation for them.
Don't want it.
He said, whoever turns their ear away from the law, right?
You know? Express up an abomination.
Right? Read that again. And we're being nice.
Right. All things considered.
Maybe, brothers in Christ. Bring it up.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Psalms 140.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Listen, the Bible says God's people is destroyed, man. Do you know who God's people is? Excuse me, sir. Do you know who God's people is? Are you God's people? No, where you from? What's your ethnicity? Everything. What's you're Puerto Rican? But more like European mixed with all Europeans? Well, European. You're not African, are you? No, so you're not a little bit of everything. The same?
No.
Do one people jump higher than another people? No? Come on, it's like white man can't jump for a reason. You know that? Come on, man. Who's the most athletic people on this earth?
The white man in that movie.
Would you agree that black and Hispanic people are the most talented people on this earth? Would you agree that black and Hispanic people are the most talented people on this earth when it comes to cooking, when it comes to making music, when it comes to sports and entertainment, right? When it comes to dominating in things, right? Would you agree that blacks and the cooking, right? We got that flavor. We are the salt of the earth, right? So how can everybody be the same if we have one people that's greater and better than all other people? That wants us to think what? Well, the only.
I said everybody's my friend. Everybody.
When did that happen? Because there was a time when there was a people called not a people.
I go back to like my parents brought up in like old South Philly, way out in the
Do you respect the Constitution of America? You do? You know the Constitution says that black and Native Indian indigenous people were 3/5 of the human? Yeah. You know when it was said all people are equal, it wasn't talking about black and Hispanic people? Yeah, so when did it become we all the equal now? We can't be better, right? Y'all said y'all was better. We can't be better, but we can be equal. You know what I think? I think that's what the system wants us to believe.
Exactly.
Black and Hispanic people.
Exactly.
They want to believe that we are equal when one people die in the sun and another people don't.
We live in a fucking world where the system's set up like that.
Who created the system of one people wearing sunblock and another not? No, we're not. You have no shade of brown, you more red. Right? Would you agree that I kind of see the blood in your skin?
I got a good soul.
Okay.
I see everybody's neat.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like physically. I know like I'm not 6'5", you know.
You don't see white people slam dunking on nobody's face and beating them up in a boxing ring. It is, man. They're treating Hispanics like immigrants, right? They're putting drugs and guns in the black and Hispanic community, right? They're putting switches and all fully automatic weapons in the chains of children, right? How about in your community?
So, I'll be honest with you. I lived right off 64th and Marlin in West Philly for 12 years. I was more accepted in that community. And I sold my house and moved to Drexel Hill, so you went from one way to the next, right? Different levels. So, not levels, but so when I lived in West Philly, and people didn't really believe me. My girlfriend at the time, real dark skin, dreadlocks, we were together for a lot of years. She lived with me, we lived in my basement, but a friend of mine fell her all the time, and she made it dark skin, dreadlock. I let her stay in my house for free for years.
Your girlfriend, you let her live there for free?
No, a friend of mine.
Okay.
She had her upstairs place, right? Never charged her nothing. Let her stay for free because I want her son to go through college.
You wanted some ass.
I didn't want this guy.
So that was your wife, though? You said that was your girlfriend?
No, me and my girlfriend stayed in a basement, finished basement.
Oh.
And then she had her own thing upstairs.
Oh, okay. The black girl had her own thing upstairs.
They're all.
Oh, so she brought you in and allowed you to move in her basement.
Well, me and my girlfriend, I gave a friend of mine upstairs. So I just did that because I wanted her son to get through college and not having her mom worry about. So I treat her with people. I don't care with the outside.
What white people, did you ever have to do that for a white person to help them out so they can get their child through college? You was accepted though, more in the black community than you was in the white community, right? That's crazy that they accept you, but they don't accept their own people. You see that? They'll kill their own people, they'll rob their own people, but you were safe, right? You had love. Yeah. Hey man, live it up. All right, you're safe. You're safe.
I thought he said I'm safe.
You know somebody that's a victim of gun violence? But do you know somebody personally? No.
I had an incident at my own house where I got with the burglar. Things could have got bad with that.
You help black and Hispanic people? How would you help us? I know, but like showing the kind of help that you do for black and Hispanic people. What would you do for these blacks and Hispanics standing before you today? Show us an example of your help.
So where I work at, right? All it's black people.
Okay.
So I think now like I'm trying to tell them, why don't you my union call for an application? You go down to 31st and Ludlow, Bell from there. Yes, I've done it to multiple young guys on the job and females on the job. So go to my union hall and apply with force. That's how the people don't want you to know how to do stuff like that, where the good jobs are. And they don't tell the young community. They don't tell anybody, like in an urban area. It's like.
So you help them not saying go get a job?
No, tell them I'm trying to get them in on my apprenticeship. Okay. If you're twisting my words, you're twisting every fucking thing I say.
You're like, go get a job over there.
No, they have a job. I'm trying to get a better employment.
Okay. That's how you help them. That was your example. That was your example. Yo, that was a great thing that you did, man. I mean,
Y'all niggas.
Black and Hispanics.
It's an equal trait.
I bet. I know, it's a shame. You like Ashkenazi? You Ashkenazi?
What?
Ashkenazi? You're not Jewish? Somehow the sun and the moon, the stars is all in its place. They're on a schedule. The sun goes down at the same time, comes up. The moon has its phases. The stars light up the sky. There's an intelligent design, but no intelligent designer. In his heart, there is no God. Where it says, fool says in his heart, there is no God.
What? We overlooking the fact that he gave an archbishop a house.
Bro, fuck that.
He said, I'm gonna help you get your son through college because y'all not getting there. Let me get Psalms 14:1.
Psalms 14:1.
Yeah.
That's how you describe it. Psalms 14:1. Right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 14 and verse 1.
This is for you, union worker, while you're walking up.
The fool.
The what?
The fool.
What was this bull?
The fool
said what?
Has said in his heart, there is no God.
He looked at the sky and was like, hey,
where we come
from there? Keep going.
He said we come from there.
There is no God. They are corrupt.
What?
They are corrupt.
He said, I helped y'all out by like, look.
Oh, he said he gave the woman the house, man.
He said, listen.
I'll sleep in the basement. You got the upstairs.
A homeless woman with a son.
I took care of a lesbian with a son. A lesbian that had a son. Keep going.
They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Right, sister. The only way that we can truly protect our children is by showing them the ways of God and having them walk in these laws, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Our children are not being protected. Our children are the one that's suffering these unjustified homicides and these stray bullets that's running around in these streets. And it's not through our own power that we're going to be able to put a hedge of protection around them. It's only through the Most High God, sister. And I know you don't want to hear it, but as long as you heard it, you can't say that you didn't know. And it's our job to make sure that you heard it. So in that time of calamity, in a time, the worst possible thing that can happen in your life, when you say, why did this happen? And you'll know why.
That's right.
It's our choice whether we're going to teach our children. We're going to show them the ways of correction, the ways of truth. The truth going to set us free. So why are we continuing to live in the lie that we've been taught? Why are we not looking for the truth? Right? Would y'all agree? Would y'all agree? Where y'all from? Y'all from? Where y'all from? Yemen? Where you from? Huh? Morocco. Oh, okay. You know how the Arabs got to Morocco? Because y'all come from Saudi Arabia, right? So do you know how y'all migrated to Morocco?
That's a long story.
Do you know the story though?
I'm kind of busy right now.
Do you know the story though? Are you aware of it? It was called the Sub-Saharan slave trade and the Muslim conquest. You know how the Europeans came to the Americas and stole the land?
I'm busy right now.
Yeah, that's the same way what the Arabs did. They went to Morocco, Iran. They went to Morocco, Iran. They went to, what else they went to? They went to Palestine and they stole the lands over there.
The wicked flee when no man pursueth.
Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Puerto Rico, Boricua. All praise to the Most High. Y'all know that Puerto Rico wasn't always called Puerto Rico though, right? What was it called? Borican. And we wasn't always called Puerto Rican. What were we? We were the Taino Indians, right? And we wasn't always speaking Spanish. No, you know where Spanish comes from? From Spaniards. From Spain. You know where Spain is? Yeah, it's all the way on the other side of the world. There's no possible way that we were speaking Spanish, right? We were speaking something called the Arawak language. And the Arawak language is very similar to the ancient languages that was in Africa, right? Do you know what the Jibaros are? Yeah, who are they? The Taino, the countrymen, right? The ones who never changed their tradition and customs, right? The Jibaros, the Hebreos, the Hebrews. We are the Hebrews, sister. We are the children of God coming from the tribe of Ephraim. We are of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the reason that we lost our land, lost our language, and lost our identity is all in the Bible. Our whole history is in this Bible. Thousands of years before it happened, it was written. And it's because of our disobedience to God. So we out here to let our people know, the Puerto Ricans, right, that y'all are God's people. And we have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because it's our children that's suffering for our ignorance. Right? Ignorance is a choice. We don't have to be ignorant. So we got to learn who God is and what he wants from us so that we can put a hedge of protection around our families before it happens. Because when the things happen, sister, that's when we call on God, right? When our kids get shot, when they in prison, we start crying to God. So before it happens, cry to God and make sure that you're following him so you can put a hedge of protection around your kids. Right? We love y'all. All right? All right. All praise to the Most High. Listen.
I have to go.
Ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready to go, man. I love this word. I love it.
I'm busy right now.
My brother. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where you from? India. You ever been called black before?
Not in particular, no.
You never been called black before?
Because it's just been 3 months, man.
You black as hell. You ever been called a nigga before?
Sorry?
No, never been called a nigga or nothing. You ever been pulled over by the police?
Nah, not yet.
Do you
hope
drive?
not.
You drive?
Yep.
Yeah, you never been pulled over by. How long you been in America?
Just 3 months, that's what I'm saying.
How long?
Just 3 months.
3 months. Oh man, you gotta. Hey man, some of our people can't be out of jail for 3 months.
Be careful.
Alright, man. Yeah.
Yo, what's that shit they be making in the street when they
It's
put it in the cup?
the curry.
What's that shit they be making in the cup?
Cutting it with their toes?
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
The goop scoop. Yes. How you make that?
They gonna say
They don't go through the curses. Remember, they say that we go through things like we get pulled over and we get discriminated and profiled because of the color of your skin. This is the first time you ever been called black before.
Then you say, excuse me? How dare you?
It's not. It's a curse. It's a curse. Let me get Proverbs and bywords in Deuteronomy 28.
Come on.
I think that's 36.
37.
37. Maybe start at 36. Where y'all from?
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Where y'all from? Y'all Puerto Rican? Where y'all from? Where you from? Huh? Puerto Rico? For real, all praise to the Most High, boy. Be quiet. Yeah, we gotta turn back to the laws of God. Y'all are the 12 tribes of Israel. Bring it out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord thy God shall lead thee.
Right, black. It's a proverb and a byword, and these other nations aren't going through that curse. They're not being called black. You mean, like, if they get some type of racial discrimination, it might be from one of us. You know what I mean? But they're not being looked at. Their whole nation isn't being called black. Like African Americans, Negroes, their whole nation is looked at as black people, and it's because of the color of their skin. But Patel was black as shit. Right? Listen, can we ask this East Indian boy? He was darker than you. And we asked him if he ever was called black before. And he's never been called black. He never been pulled over by the police. And what we believe is we going through these things because of the color of the skin and all that, but it's really a curse. Because of our disobedience to God, we don't care about God, and God is taking our children. Got straight bullets hitting 7-year-old babies every day in the city of Philadelphia because of our disobedience. We don't want to follow God, but we follow the block. We follow all wickedness. And we wonder why these things are coming upon our children. Right? You mean so-called blacks have been taught that the things that they going through, the discrimination that y'all go through, is due to the color of y'all skin. But this East Indian boy just walked by and said he never was called black before. When he was down the block, I swore that he was a brother. But he got up and I asked him, was he ever called black before? He said, never been called black, King. He was darker than you, right? He said he never been pulled over by the police before. He don't know nobody that's a victim of gun violence. That's crazy, right? So it's not about the color of y'all skin. It's a curse that y'all going through from God, man. Y'all going through a curse from the Most High God, man. Y'all going to war with God, and it's a fight that y'all not going to win. We over here taking over corners, but God said that if we follow him, we going to take over this earth.
That's right.
We going to take over nations, man. Let me show y'all how he go. Let me go Deuteronomy 20 and 10. Let me show you how God commanded us to run down.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20 and verse 10. When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it.
No, teach them the laws.
Proclaim peace unto it.
No, we got to teach them.
Proclaim peace unto it.
Okay, maybe we'll see something about them teaching Hebrew.
Proclaim peace unto it, and it shall be if it make peace, if it make thee answer of peace, and open unto thee. Then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee.
Right, open up tributaries. Go to Deuteronomy 20 and 10. I want to see what a tributary is. Where y'all from?
Here.
What's your ethnicity?
Hispanic.
Hispanic. All praises to the Most High from the tribe of Zebulon. Oh, Mexican. Y'all know who y'all were before y'all was called Mexican?
Mayan.
And Incas. Y'all was the Mayans, Aztecs, and the Incas. Was y'all speaking Spanish? No. Oh, so y'all are the Hebrews of the Bible. Y'all are God's chosen people, and everything that happened to y'all, them stealing your identity, them stealing your land, them stealing your language, is all written in the Bible as a curse that would happen because we stopped following God. There's a right way of following God, and that's by keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments. Don't eat no pork. That's a commandment. Don't eat no shrimp, crabs, and lobster. That's a commandment, right? You know what Thanksgiving is? It's a celebration of the genocide of the native Indians.
Yes.
So why celebrate that? I don't like it. That's good. That's through the spirit. That's through the spirit, man. Right? So,
I think we just follow the government, the capitalism of it, just capitalize off that. But
so I know
my Native American history.
Yep.
We're not honoring Christopher Columbus or the massacre of Native Americans.
So we follow the system, but we got to follow God, and this is what we out here telling our people. To stop following the system and follow what God said, so that we can receive salvation and be saved from the hand of our enemies. Because the same people that stole your land, you're going to them to get permission to drive, permission to hunt, permission to fish. Y'all going into for food, water, clothing, housing, education, everything, permission. Everything that we need, we're going to them for and paying taxes to them. And they're deporting y'all, and they know that y'all are native to this land, and they're calling y'all immigrants when they're the ones that never came over here with a green card, right? So we got to be saved from the same people that destroyed us. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and it's a promise for y'all, all right? All right, yeah, we're going to keep our foot. The only way to keep our foot on their neck is by giving our faith to God and following him, all right? All right, all praise to the Most High. We love y'all, right? Read this.
Come.
Hold on, I wanted you to get that. Tributaries. I want to know what a tributary is. What does it say? Check it out. It means a gang or body of forced laborers, task workers, labor band or gang, forced service, task work, serfdom, tributary, a tribute, a levy, a taskmaster, a discomfited, a labor band. Where is the law keeper? Maybe keep going down. Maybe we'll find law keeper. Properly a burden, causing the thing, a tax in a form of forced labor, discomfort, forcing to keep the commandments. It don't say they're going to be willingly keeping the commandments. Right. If they keeping this, because they forced to keep these commandments. Right? Keep going.
Right?
So when we go on to them and we proclaim peace unto them, if they say, yeah, we want peace, then they become forced laborers. All right? They don't become commandment keepers. Keep going.
And they shall serve thee.
They shall serve who?
Shall serve thee.
No, they're going to serve God.
Shall serve thee. You know what I'm saying? Yes, brother.
Yo, this is in the Torah. Listen, we are in sin if we're not teaching them these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
And if it will not, it's like if it will make no peace with thee.
He said, no, I don't want to be forced to work for you.
But will make war against thee.
Oh, he ain't even really make war. He just said, I'm not opening the door.
What?
He just put everything, you see how they're standing on each other? This is what he put on the front of the door. He tried not to let us in.
Well, that's what I block the door, nah, nigga. Then thou shalt besiege it.
Thou shalt what?
Besiege it.
What is besiege? Let me see besiege, King. Can we run down on each other, King? We run down on our own people, but God commanded us to run down on every other nation.
Right.
This is a commandment of God. He said, get down and lay down. Beanie Siegel wasn't the one who came up with that. I want forced labor. I meant, no. What I was getting?
Besiege.
Besiege. What is besiege? Bang. Listen, sir. It says to besiege, to bind, cramp, to enclose, to show hostility. Be an adversary. Treat as a foe. That's our enemy.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so our enemies can't get saved, but they can be forced laborers. If he's not an enemy, he's not, what was that word again?
Tributary.
No, what's this word? A besiege, right? If he opens up the door, right, we put him to work, forced to put to work, right? If he doesn't open the door, then he's a enemy. So we got treat as a foe, to form, keep going. It's to attack, but I don't even see it. It say assault them. To assault. Put up in bags. God damn. Keep going.
Come. When the Lord thy God had delivered it into thine hands.
Right, when God delivers our enemies into our hands,
thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
Bro, everybody there is not our enemy, huh? We gotta teach someone.
Every male, bro.
What is that?
Every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
Listen, bro. It's either we get with this or we get with that.
Right.
Keep going.
But
y'all believe in God? Y'all believe in God? What God y'all believe in?
Vishnu.
Humanity? Humanity is your God?
I believe in Vishnu.
It makes sense. All right, keep going.
But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all there is in the city, even all the spoils thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself.
We got to teach you.
Take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Yo, they didn't come to us. We went to them, and we started whipping them. We started messing with them, and God called them our enemies, man. He said, go, keep reading, watch this.
Come. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities, all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations.
Right, these nations is talking about the land of Canaan, right? But what should we do with the land of Canaan?
Come. But of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy God doth give thee for an inheritance, thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth.
That's crazy, man.
Goodness. Gotta kill flies. They kill everything.
Yo, I can't even teach one of them, right? Bring it up.
Kill everything.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19 and 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Right, this word ain't shown to nobody else, man. And if it ain't shown to nobody else, then they're not going to follow it.
That's right.
These other nations, man, they're going into captivity. There's a promise, there's a judgment that's coming for these other nations. But there's a promise for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. And that's to be saved out of the hands of these people who hate you. These people who turn their backs on you when you're going through the things from your adversaries that you're going through. These nations don't care about us. And there's no way they're going to start following the God that we serve, man. It's hard enough to get our people to follow the God that we serve than it is to get somebody else that is not receiving the judgments to want to do this. If they're not receiving judgments, there's no reason to fear God. And if we follow him because we fear him. There's things that we've been through as Israelite men in our lives that made us see God. We saw him. This had to be the work of God. And he prepared us, our lives, to go through these things, so when the truth came to us and the sheep hears his voice, we follow him. And this is why we follow him now. And there is not one heathen sheep that's going to follow Christ, man. And if they not the sheep, then they're not going to hear him to follow him. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men, women, and children are the favorite nation and people of God. We are his people, and we need to be delivered from these other nations that hate and despise us, that allow guns and drugs to be put in our community, that allow police brutality, that allow a government agency to discriminate and separate fathers from their children. We need to be saved from these same people that act like it doesn't bother them or it doesn't apply to them because it's not happening to them. Listen, man. There's only one way this gonna work, and there's only one way out, and that's following the Most High God. So what are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? If God is promising us deliverance, promising us a kingdom if we follow him, promising our children to be saved and not die young no more, what are we waiting for, King? Why are we waiting to follow the Most High God? Why are we just playing with him like God ain't gonna do nothing until the baby got a gunshot wound to the chest? And then it's like, God, why? And then you're gonna wish that for your child, you're gonna wish that you did whatever you could to save that child's life, but it's gonna be too late, man. And it's gonna happen with everybody that you love in your life, whether it's your woman, whether it's your children, no matter who it is in your family. It's only when these calamities come that we want to call on the Most High. And if we don't call on him now, he's going to make us call on him. So turn to the Lord while you got time, man. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, this word is for y'all. This promise and this warning is for y'all and y'all alone. With that, all praises, sister. We give all praises to the Most High God, whose true name is Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And with that, move off from the boat!
Move off from the boat!